to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Prosser.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine! Google, it's go time on a Thursday morning. Up and at 'em. Another nasty-ish morning out there. Morning, E.T. How you doing? How you hanging in there? Busy week for you?
Man, super.
All right. Man, how often does this happen to you out there listening and for you, E.T.? It definitely happens. Maybe it happens, once a month, maybe a couple times a year. Maybe it happens all the time. But do you ever have a day and then like that area both around it on both sides where it feels like it's a different day? Like
all the time.
All right, like so you fall into the all the time category. Usually for me, it's more likely to happen if it falls around like having an off day somewhere, like a Friday will feel like a Saturday or a now look, it serves you well when a Tuesday feels like a Monday. You're a day ahead. Man, it's started yesterday and it's filtered into today. Feels like a Friday to me, E. That's bad.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah,
see,
no bueno.
see what I'm saying? And it started like, I guess really maybe started yesterday, kind of felt Thursday-ish. And so here I am starting just kind of a wet, nasty Thursday, feeling like it should be Friday. I'm behind the 8 ball. I'm in a pickle, so to speak. I've also managed to do this. Somehow in the beautiful Sunshine State, I managed to, like, when my golf days go on the schedule, it's always nasty outside. Why's that got to happen? I feel like the last 2 or 3 or 4 times I've kind of fallen into a scheduled afternoon of golf. The weather hasn't cooperated. But I digress. I'm being selfish. We know who won't win the Masters. I can start with that. Pretty hearty guarantee for you right out the gates. Now, you would have never picked this guy to begin with. But lost among all the feel-good stories, which seemed to be all social media or even mainstream showed yesterday from the par 3 contest at the Masters. It used to be about the guys going out and playing the par 3, and now it seems to be about their kids or their caddies or the celebrities that are with them. I saw a lot more of Tommy Fleetwood's kid and Kevin Hart than I did of the actual winner of the par 3 contest yesterday, who was Aaron Rye. So you can check Aaron Rye off the list.
That's my boy.
He did you pick him for this?
No, I didn't pick him
but
for
you
this,
like
no.
him.
Yeah. I saw my first hole of one that I witnessed was on 17. It was Aaron Rye.
Is he 2-glove guy?
What? He wear 2?
I know. I'm not saying that he's 2. There was a question mark at the end of that proclamation.
Right. I got to go look it up.
Yeah, is he a 2-glove guy? There aren't many 2-glove guys. I'm not saying he's a 2-glove guy. If he's not a 2-glove guy, then he wears like a green glove or something, something different. My man, Aaron Rye, is not just walking out there with just your, 2-glove. Yeah, 2-glove guy. 2-glove is kind of goofy. Let's be honest. How many golfers in PGA Tour history have there been, do you suppose? A few thousand in the history of the tour. Rattle off any and all of the greats you've ever thought of, and now in your mind, picture any of them ever wearing 2 gloves. Huh? A little precedent that the 1 glove works just fine. In fact, I would say the guys who wear no gloves, you don't really see them ever anymore. You used to see guys that would wear a glovey. Just all hands,
Yeah.
I don't, is there a guy who currently, Google search that, is there a current PGA Tour golfer who plays without a golf glove? Because I don't think I see any of them now. A lot of guys will take their glove off when they putt. That's what I do. Do you leave your glove on when you putt or take it off, E?
I'm trying to take it off, but I just keep forgetting.
Yeah, okay.
All my friends are like, yo, take your glove off.
Is that what happened? Yeah. I
didn't
know if that was a me thing. I know just about everyone that I golf with, I'm pretty sure, takes that glove off. Does anybody on PGA Tour currently play gloveless?
Lucas Glover?
Lucas Glover? Okay. But Aaron Rye won the par 3 contest.
And your boy Colin Morikawa, he experimented going glove free in 2025.
Yeah.
The Travelers.
How'd that work?
He's probably back to a glove.
Yeah, there's a reason they wear a glove, and in this case, one glove. But not all two-glove air. The originator, at least the more modern version, was old Tommy Two Gloves Gainey. He came off of the big break, and then Tommy Gainey probably won on PGA Tour. Gainey got a little trouble on a trip to Central Florida for it may have even been Bay Hill. He may have ordered to go from a place in industry you're not supposed to order to go, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. World's oldest profession. May have wrapped up old Tommy Gainey. He needed two gloves that night. Needed Tommy Two Cuffs Gainey.
Definitely needed two gloves.
We digress. Shrek, Fiona, you get it if you're in the car right now. You feel us. We need to talk a little Gator football. I admit, I'm not into this recruiting, dude. I'm not getting all wrapped up in it. I don't even know what classes sometimes these commitments are coming. Is it next year's recruiting class? Is it 2 years from now? I mean, I don't even know. Let's play some games, get some momentum. But I do know this. I do know that if I pull up the recruiting rankings from the last, again, the game has changed, more on that. But if I pull up the recruiting rankings from the last 5 years, year to year, you know who I'm going to see a lot of? Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Notre Dame, LSU, Michigan, Texas. Much, if not most, of the playoff field. Hit home runs in recruiting. Multiple 5-stars. Florida has not done that. Billy Napier, he gets credit for being a recruiter. I thought he recruited for A. If the Florida program is up and running and on cruise control, they don't celebrate finishing 11th in recruiting. It's ridiculous. Just like you shouldn't celebrate a bowl win over Tulane as a signal you've turned things in the right direction. But I digress. Recruiting has not, produced top 5 classes since Urban left town, which happens to coincide with this run. I think the highest recruiting ranking Florida's had, and I don't know this for sure, and I'm sure there are recruitniks out there listening who would know better than me. I think Dan Mullen's best recruiting class was 6th, and Mullen was also famous for putting together a recruiting class that wasn't going to hold up, grades, eligibility, or otherwise. So you punch them on signing day with a class that would bring this number 7 ranking, but by the time you actually put pads on, it would settle somewhere between 15 and 20. I say this all to set up because one of the biggest, highest recruits, I don't know where DJ Lagway ultimately ended up, but I don't think he was the number 7 overall recruit in the country. 5-star offensive tackle Maxwell Hiller, number 7 overall, committed yesterday to Florida. 6'5", 305-pound offensive lineman. Gives the Gators his verbal pledge Wednesday after a visit late March. He's the highest-ranked recruit to commit to Florida under John Sumrall. He's the number 2 offensive tackle in 2027, so yeah, next year's recruiting class. He is the second top 300 pledge for Sumrall. Hiller says he now will cancel expected trips to Alabama, Ohio State, and Tennessee. It's the most significant recruiting victory for Sumrall for sure. He has a long relationship with Phil Troutwine, who's a former Gator, a very, very highly thought of offensive line coach who had been at Penn State and recruiting Hiller there. Here's what Hiller, the recruit, says about Troutwine. I took so many visits to Penn State while he was there. I've trained with him. I've watched him work with players. He's more than a coach for me. He's my guy. That relationship right there is a huge part of why we got interested in Florida. Listen, by trickle down, you got to give a W to John Sumrall. You know how many qualified offensive line coaches there are out there to have the savvy, and make the right decision. Let's bring home a former Gator, Phil Troutwine. Played under Spurrier. He's a great recruiter. He's a great coach. Perfect. Seems like a perfect natural fit. And there you go. Voila. Across the 5 classes of Billy Napier's, Florida has landed only 3 offensive tackles inside the top 300. If and when Hiller ultimately signs with the Gators, it certainly sounds like he will. He'll be the highest-ranked offensive tackle since Martez Ivey was the nation's number 5 overall recruit in 2015. Ivey was a good player, not great. On an All-American first-round pick, he wasn't any of that. If Florida really makes a splash in John Summerall's first full recruiting class, it's going to be on the offensive line. There they've got one of the top tackles. They are also in contention for a 5-star named Kennedy Brown. He's the number 2 overall prospect. They're in contention for Mark Matthews, who's number 10 overall. They've got a top 40 4-star lineman, former Penn State commit where Troutwine was. They're also considered the front runner for a 4-star quarterback who announces his commitment tonight. So, at least by early, again, I didn't even take this and flicker the interest to click on, like, recruiting rankings. Where does next year's class stand? I'm just not going to do it. And I would suspect that at least the last couple of years that Indiana hadn't been anywhere near the top 10 in high school recruiting. Nowhere near. They've been the best team in football. Certainly were this past year. So high school recruiting, while certainly it's your base, because here's what happens. You go get these premium recruits. They play a couple of years. You better be ready to pay them or some other program will enjoy the fruits of your development. The basketball situation in the transfer portal is just outrageous. There are programs literally that got like one player on their roster right now. And it's going to leave the big boys, Kentucky and North Carolina, really swing. Those are a couple of them that got like the small single digits left on the roster as portal after portal after portal announcement comes. I saw Duke is losing one of their really good freshmen from a year ago. I guess it's all money. Why do you leave Carolina, Duke, or Kentucky? I guess it's all cash. And in some cases, I don't know if the school says, yeah, we're not doing that again this year. I don't know. Meanwhile, we sit and we wait and continue to wonder on the exact status of Alex Condon and Ruben Chinyelu in particular in Gainesville. I can tell you by all the preseason prognostications and now betting lines, the expectation is that those two dudes return. Nothing else would explain Florida being top 3 in the subjective top 25 rankings, but also in Vegas. I think it's Duke and Florida are listed as co-favorites to win the national title next year. They certainly would not be without Condon and Chinyelu. All right, a little more from the Gator football side. We're going to open up the Jaguar notebook this hour as well. But the orange and blue game is on Saturday, which feels like it should be tomorrow because it feels like Friday to me. But it's actually 2 days away on Saturday. And they're going to use a unique format that, look, it's not the same as just dividing up two teams, kicking it off and keeping score. But it makes some sense. Like some of the formats and some of the way they do it doesn't make as much sense as this would seem to make. So that and more as we get you up and rolling here. We got a lot of Masters talk. The best golfers in the world will get on the golf course today. The weather forecast could play a big part in what happens the next 4 days and not in the way you might think. I'll explain as we move through the 6 o'clock hour as well. Thanks for being up and at 'em with us. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
At 1010XL, we wear helmets and pads.
We hit, we win.
Get in the game every day
And you do that in all things.
with 1010XL.
Dinner tonight? Make it easy and make it something everyone will love. With the Flame Broiler Family Meal Plan, you can feed 4 fast with fresh, flavorful options. You get 20 ounces of your choice of protein. Mix and match your favorites, plus steamed rice and a fresh veggie medley. It's a complete no-stress meal the whole family can agree on, starting at just $34.99. Skip the cooking tonight. Bring the family together and stop by any of Flame Broiler's 5 locations today.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Gators in the morning, Florida for lunch. A late night Gator snack. Whenever you're ready, the Gator Podcast channel is too. Set up by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists on the video and social channels of 1010XL.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $5,000 per ounce, and silver is over $100 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold and silver for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
This is Hayes Carlion for First Florida Credit Union. I went to the branch on 210 to get my car loan and had a fantastic experience. I got a great rate and was in and out. The online banking services are also outstanding. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, so I got curious. I clicked on class rankings. With getting the 5-star, John Sommerall for next year's recruiting class has the Gators up to number 10 and on 3. That's the one I clicked on. I don't know where they would be in others. But an interesting note, that's what it's like a cumulative score. So if you have more commitments, you're going to be higher on the list. Like Oklahoma's number 2 in the recruiting rankings, so they got 20 commits. Florida's number 10, they only have 4. And then there's an average grade of your commitments. And in that ranking, Florida would be 3rd. Again, it's a very small class, only 4, certainly encouraging. But I didn't really bury the lead, but I buried a juicy sidebar to Maxwell Hiller, the 5-star offensive tackle who committed to the Gators yesterday. He's got a brother, Colin Hiller, E.T., who's a 5-star basketball prospect who everybody wants. So a very athletic family. You could say that for sure. So the Masters gets underway today. Who picked Bryson? I did or you did? You did. I don't know, dude. I would have picked him had I had the number 1 pick. But what he's considering doing is just getting a little too wackadoodle for me. Did you see what he's done? Okay, so Bryson DeChambeau, the mad scientist, he likes to tinker around. He likes to invent. He was, I don't know if he still does it, but forever all his golf clubs were the same length.
For real?
Yeah, like the 7-iron and the 3-iron and the wedge all had the same length shaft. Did that for a while. I don't know if he still does it. He's always been real technical. He used to do all kinds of, weird formulations on the green and stuff. I think he's like a mechanical engineer at SMU. So DeChambeau, and I still don't understand the whole concept of these 3D printers. I understand a 3D printer if you're giving me an architectural design, but like making guns and houses and in this case, golf clubs with a 3D printer is okay. That's a cool little sidebar hobby, I suppose. I don't know how much it impacts, your golf game until, as Bryson said yesterday, you decide that the 5-iron that you made on your 3D printer, you're going to put it in the bag and play the Masters with it. Yeah, DeChambeau saying yesterday he'll play with a 5-iron he fabricated himself with a 3D printer.
That scientist is right.
That's the plan as of now, DeChambeau said yesterday after a 9-hole practice round at Augusta. Nicknamed the mad scientist because of his analytical physics-based approach to golf. He says he's been working on building his own clubs for years. Why use at least one or maybe more in the Masters? Because they're finally ready, DeChambeau said. Now, the USGA is going to have to approve DeChambeau's clubs before they're used in competition. DeChambeau comes to the Augusta hot, and he's been tinkering with club design. Before he won for the second straight time on Live last month, he says he's been working with new wedges that have almost a bubble on the bottom with more head weight. In an era where goodness knows how much cash these guys take home from Titleist and FootJoy and Callaway and TaylorMade, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Balls and clubs, apparel. You know how many millions these guys must make from that?
Oh, they're loaded.
Yeah. Okay. DeChambeau previously had deals with LA Golf, which would be third level, merchandiser, and Cobra, which is
I've heard of it.
That's big.
Mm-hmm.
But he ended that in February. Currently, in Bryson DeChambeau's bag is the list of equipment that you wouldn't even recognize the brand. His driver is a crank driver, Krank.
Nope, crank that soldier boy.
Actually, crank driver and fairway woods.
Okay.
He has Avoda irons, Avoda. Never heard of it. Avoda irons.
I voted.
And Bettinardi wedges.
Nah.
And now a 5-iron that he built himself.
But why a 5-iron?
This dude's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't. That we'd have to ask.
Right.
We'd have to ask DeChambeau. Every single player in the field is going to be pulling out a Titleist or a TaylorMade or
Callaway,
something.
Yeah.
This joker's hitting the crank driver with a K. I mean, it sounds like something. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like one of those off-brand cheater clubs that they want to, do infomercials for. The crank driver.
Although when I do get a hold of the golf ball,
does it meet USGA standards and expectations?
When I do get a hold of the golf ball off the tee box, I say I cranked that one.
Well, look up crank, Krank. What the heck kind of company are we talking about with? But I digress. Bro, it's one thing to build clubs and tinker. It's another to go play golf with the clubs you tinkered with. It's yet another thing to me to put a 5-iron you made on a 3D printer into your golf bag. If Bryson DeChambeau wins the Masters, it's a bad luck for you high-brand golf manufacturers. It's a bad look. My man's in the garage with a 3D printer and a jigsaw. What do we got on crank?
Well, their legacy includes a powering win in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, that's DeChambeau.
A record-breaking 58 in professional golf and second-place finish in PGA Championship.
Yeah, so is it a golf company? Like where are they based? What do they make? Do they just do drivers in woods? I mean, what do we do? Crank? I've never heard of them. Texan, have you heard of Crank?
Get a lot of pop-ups.
It sounds like a Temu bag. That's what it does sound like. It's like you went on Temu and bargain shopped. You got some Avoda iron, some Bettinardi wedges, and a crank driver. You're scrolling in there. Is that driver $125 or is it $125 off?
$125 off.
Okay. So from the text line, sounds like
Masters Week.
Sounds like Bryson got his weed card. DeChambeau's a lot of things. I can't see him eating gummies. Crank is used a lot on the long drive tour. I get from the text line.
It looked like just drivers and fairway woods.
I hear a crank on the radio daily. Fair. Shots fired. Hand up. Be a little cranky. My guy coming at me. Hey, man, I'm catching strays. I'm trying to share pertinent, relevant information with y'all. So, yeah, we'll see if the USGA approves it, but it seems like a bold strategy to go put your 3D made 5-iron in today's day and age of advanced technology. Were you about to say something or no? No, you're good. You're nice and quiet and ready to go. Man, I'm going by the headline. We'll dive in this together. Seems like they're coming at Tiger Woods pretty hard, no?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Prosecutors are seeking Tiger Woods' prescription drug records. That's going outside of an accident that just happened and whether or not you were under the influence.
Yeah, well, he's a repeat offender. It's like,
Yeah, but okay. So, but what is exposing how many multiple pills he has taken through the years?
Fair.
To do with this particular, get a doctor to test him. What is he under right then? But what's next? You go search his house and count the bottles? I don't know. Perhaps we get an answer here. Prosecutors in Martin County say they plan to issue a subpoena seeking copies of all prescription medication records for the 15-time major champ. At least those on file at the Lewis Pharmacy in Palm Beach. They want the times the prescriptions were filled, the number of pills, the dosage amounts, and any instructions that accompanied the pills. Why? Shaming? I don't look. This is not does he deserve it or not? Whatever. This isn't coming from a place of pity. I'm just curious.
Why are they digging like that?
If you have an accident and they determine you're under the influence and then it goes to court and you do it, like if they catch you, E.T., God bless, or not you, they catch the man across the street driving drunk, they get him for DUI, do they then subpoena his credit card records? We want to see how much this dude is drinking.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's what they're doing,
yeah,
no?
That's a little deep.
He pleaded not guilty to his DUI case. That may have something to do with it, but I still don't know what a record of a prescription, from February 10th has to do with an accident that occurred in early April. Does it? Not a lawyer. And you're right, though. Look, he's a menace. He shouldn't be allowed to drive. Reach a plea deal. That's great. You got a driver from now until they put you in the ground, friend. That's fair. It's the second time now Woods has taken a lead following a car crash in 2009 after his SUV plowed into a fire hydrant. That wasn't the only plowing going on, just saying. Outside his home near Orlando, he took a leave of absence to work on being a better person. Apparently that work didn't take. Whether or not he stopped at Perkins on the way out of town, we do not know. But the subpoenaing all of this personal medication, I guess the response is going to be from the judge. They'll figure it out. Subpoena and getting it are two different things. But as it pertains to this particular snippet of time in a case, is that applicable? All right, let's come back with a unique format for the Gator football scrimmage this weekend, and we'll take a peek inside that Jaguars notebook as well. You are listening to The Drill, 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. There's a reason play-by-play has been on the radio for more than 100 years.
There's a drive. Way back. It might be. It is.
Your home for live play-by-play is 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Funny thing, a lot of plumbing companies still call themselves local, even after being bought by, well, not local people. Meanwhile, Hall & Sons Plumbing is still family-owned, veteran-operated, and proudly serving Jacksonville the way we always have, with a handshake, honest pricing, and real local roots. So if you want a plumber who actually lives down the road, not in a boardroom 3 states away, call Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
Hey, gang, you might be aware credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payment, so they're getting nowhere. But here's what many homeowners don't realize. That use the equity in your home. You can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash, and with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved, saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best part with Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com, see how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto. 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508. Or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
All right, sports fans, Hicken here, and let's talk skin. Beaches Dermatology reminding you all to wear your sunscreen. Summer's almost here, gang, and that means more time outside. You're grabbing the clubs for your tea time. You're heading out to the boat. Just headed to the beach. Definitely bring the sunscreen. Hey, Mother's Day is coming up, so get your lady a gift card for some skin care. We know women love their skin. Beaches Dermatology, give them a call. I've been seeing them for years, and my skin thanks me for it. Call today online at beachesdermatology.com.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentist and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning and deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back on a Thursday morning. ET, you'll feel me on this. Whatever, as you get up and going and starting your day out there in Jacksonville proper. Here's hoping none of the sins you're going to commit are as harsh and damnable as leaving your coffee cup in the sink here at 1010XL. When you leave to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a big sin. That's a big no-no. Yeah. You will be reprimanded, then you'll be warned, then you'll be punished in that order. And punishment means looking all over hell and high water for your coffee cup. I'm back to the Coast Guard today.
Oh, yeah.
I can only assume that I left my and by the way, I'm a repeat offender. I get it. People are wired different. There's certain people who walk through. That's just annoying. Why is this coffee cup in that blah, blah, blah? I get it. And I for too many times, I absentmindedly forget and leave it there in the sink and go on about my day. So I get it. Now I got to go in search of. I got to go in search of that bad boy.
Right.
I like to go in search of, get it back, and just get back in my routine without having the conflict of the conversation of where I know why it got put up. I get
was
it.
in the sink. How far? Like, where is it? Like, did they put it in their office? Like, yeah, come talk to me.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think that's the case here. I think I may have spotted it when I was back there, but I needed to zip back in here and offer up this kind of award-winning commentary and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Well, my Hawks have hit the skids. By the skids, I mean they've lost back-to-back games for the first time since February 13th. But they lost to the Cavs last night. I'm trying to hold on to that 6th seed. That's all. That's it for NBA conversation, except for this. I was wrong. I'm sorry to say sometimes. I was wrong. I was wrong on the NBA and the 65 game deal. I thought in its setup, it was smart. It was a good thing. The idea was to keep teams from tanking, keep primetime players on the court for the fans when they pay that top dollar and come watch them. That was the intention of, and this is the way, if you don't play at least 65 games, you're ineligible for the postseason awards. And so I thought, well, that's great. It's going to keep those MVP candidates and the rookie of the year and the coach, it's going to keep everybody at least with the pedal on the gas a little bit more. So I was okay with it. And now when you really dive into it, we played a season where it is the standard. It's dumb. It's dumb. Let the market play itself out on that. If you're a media member, let a discerning, these two things are separate. The fans and what they're paying and what they're getting, and the players and how they're performing when and how much they do play. And just leave that to the AP voters or whoever it is that names the MVP, whoever it is that names. And this is why I find myself disagreeing. Cade Cunningham should be all NBA. He came back last night, but he just misses the threshold of 65 games. Oh, by the way, they were the number one team, when he went out. They're still number one, but they certainly don't play as dominant and they're not winning it without Cade Cunningham. It's in many ways he made more an argument for himself by his absence. But the reason now I find myself really disagreeing with the way they do it is for the All-NBA designation. And that's where leave it to the media. If a guy plays 59 games, and look, what if you were coming off a devastating injury? Say you're Jason Tatum, and you missed the first 20 games as you came back from injury, and then you played 59 of the last 62 and had an unbelievable year. You're not All-NBA? You're not an NBA MVP finalist? It didn't do what it was supposed to do. Tanking is more rampant than ever. And in many cases, it's not even the player. Like Giannis keeps screaming, I want to play. And the Bucks keep saying, we're looking at what's best for the Bucks. John Morant not paying him. They're just down the line, dude. In some cases, team initiated. In some cases, player initiated. But just to circle back, that 65-game minimum, I thought wasn't a bad idea. Keep you from winning the MVP if you can't be out there playing at least more than that. But, man, in some cases, and in most cases, by the way, the market would reflect that. Nobody's putting John Morant or Giannis on the All-NBA teams this year. They haven't played enough. But Cunningham is one of those that falls in that gray area. What seems kind of silly, he's not at least second-team All-NBA, and you could argue he would be first team. Then I got this weirdness. It's just like, who owns who? Make sense of this headline. Bulls want their next GM to keep Billy Donovan as coach. Okay, I'm sorry. Does the GM run the franchise and dictate to ownership, or does the ownership run the franchise and dictate to GM? If you like Billy Donovan enough that you think the GM should keep him, then it shouldn't. Don't put it on the GM. That's a tough spot for a GM, isn't it? If you're going to let him pick him, don't say anything about it. Don't say we hope they keep him. By the way, the sub headline is, but history says that isn't a great idea. Huh. They cleaned out their front office, the Bulls did. Billy the Kid still hanging on. They begin the process of replacing him. The Bulls could have 2 first-round picks in this year's draft. They've got max cap space this offseason. They play in the NBA's 3rd biggest market. It's an attractive GM job and should be an attractive coaching job. On paper, the kind of gig that would get top front office talent. The hang-up, the Bulls seem to have their heart set on retaining Billy Donovan. If I interview someone and they're not sold on Billy, they're not sold on a Hall of Fame coach, CEO Michael Reinsdorf said. Wow. They're not sold on a person who's won championships in college, who's gone deep in the playoffs with Oklahoma City. If Billy wants to be our coach and someone's not interested in that, then they're probably not the right candidate for us. Headline's misleading. The Bulls are the boss. The Bulls are going to dictate to the – so it sounds like Billy Donovan's staying in Chicago, and whoever comes in needs to be happy about that. I guess historically a clean slate, GM and coach in combo. We got that here last year, right, with Gladstone and Cohen. And you think about the conjunction. I mean, Tom Coughlin was both, really. And they were wildly successful. Everything else has been disjointed. No, the only ones that came in together were Caldwell and Bradley. They did awful. We had carryover with the others, and now Gladstone and Cohen, at least through year 1, grand slam home run. And will old Trader James get busy at the NFL draft? Jacks have a lot of picks, but nothing up high. They also have this seemingly never-ending Brian Thomas story or mirage out there in trade land. We'll get into that and more with Football Fix when we come back on the other side. But I mentioned they got a unique scoring system for the Gators orange and blue game. It's at noon down at the stadium on Saturday. Admission is free. I'm not sure about the TV or streaming availability. But for the scoring system, here's what he's going to do. He's putting the offense against the defense. He's not splitting up into two, and defense and offense. He says he wants, and this makes sense from this standpoint, John Summerall being he wants the continuity. He wants the substitution patterns and waves that are what will most mimic, what an actual game would look like. And that your whole defense would be together and your whole offense would be together. Now, the problem when you do that format is coming up with a scoring system. How does the defense score? Well, here's your answer. The offense is going to get 6 points for a touchdown, 3 for a field goal. That's normal. After the touchdown, the offense gets 1 point for kicking the extra point. They get 2 points for a 2-point conversion, and then they'll also have a 4-point opportunity if they convert from the 10-yard line. For the defense, they get 6 points for a turnover, 3 points for a 3-and-out or turnover on downs, and 1 point for a forced punt. So really a 3-and-out would be 4 points. You get, 3 for the 3-and-out and then another for the punt that you were forcing. So anyway, that's how you experience game day at the Swamp if you choose to go down there on Saturday. All right. There seems to be a belief out there. I would stop short of saying it's a buzz, but just 2 weeks away from the draft, that if a team were likely to get busy, it would be James Gladstone and the Jaguars. When you step into a role and you're not there 10 minutes and you trade away a first-round pick for the first time in franchise history to move up and get Travis Hunter, who knows? That and more of the Football Fix when we return. You are locked into The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tampa Bay Lightning have the best goal differential in the Eastern Conference. They've outscored their opponents by 60 goals. It's second only to the Colorado Avalanche, who have outscored their opponents by 93 goals. Lightning today look to win a 2-game losing streak. They're minus 115 at the Montreal Canadiens. Florida State Seminoles coming off a loss to Florida this week, 4-3, as the Gators complete a season sweep. FSU today on the road at Georgia Tech in ACC baseball. Seminoles plus 145, Georgia Tech minus 188. And Scotty Scheffler, the plus 510 favorite to win the Masters at Augusta National. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
April showers bring flowers. They also bring septic problems. And that's not the kind of spring surprise you want in your yard. Or worse, in your shower. Before a small issue turns into a big, messy situation, call Duck Rooter. During April showers, Septic Powers promotion. Schedule a septic tank pump out at regular price, and Duck Rooter will include a main sewer line camera inspection for an additional $99. See what's going on underground before you smell it. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckrooter.com.
Baseball is back. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball at the newly renovated ViStar Ballpark is your home for affordable family fun. Tickets start at just $5. Fireworks after every Friday home game and kids around the bases after Sunday games. Log on to jackshrimp.com for tickets and details. Jumbo Shrimp Baseball. Affordable family fun.
Firehouse Subs is adding a new heavy hitter to the roster. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Grilled chicken, melted cheddar, crispy bacon stacked high with fresh toppings, creamy buttermilk ranch. The Chicken and Cheddar Rancher. Only at Firehouse Subs.
The Purple Heart isn't just a name. It represents service, discipline, and earning trust. At Purple Heart Pools, that standard shows up most in pool renovations. If your pool is outdated or worn down, now's the time to upgrade. So when summer arrives, your pool is ready. From new finishes and tile to decking, lighting, and full transformations, every upgrade is handled with precision and attention to detail. Purple Heart Pools. Pool renovations done right.
Lifetime Flooring. Jeff Breyer and Zach Breyer here with the Lifetime family of companies. Looking to revitalize and fall in love with your home again?
At Lifetime Flooring, our family-owned team brings you top-quality flooring and bath remodels with the professionalism that big box stores can't touch.
And Lifetime Enclosures will help you design and build what will become your favorite room in your home.
This Easter, everybody will want to hop on over.
Absolutely. So visit our websites or one of our showrooms today to experience the Lifetime difference and ask about our Easter specials. Lifetime Flooring.
Hey, boat lover, the Boatanista is inviting you to the first ever Freedom Boat Club Boat Show, Saturday, April 11th from 10 to 3 at Trout Creek Memorial Park. Ever wondered, should I buy a boat or just join a boat club and skip the headaches? Well, now you can compare both in one place at the first ever Freedom Boat Club Boat Show, Saturday, April 11th from 10 to 3 at Trout Creek Memorial Park. Browse pre-owned and newly refurbished boats like Key West, Hurricane, and Scout, or talk with the crew about their Freedom Boat Club membership, or just come and take a free boat ride. Boat show pricing applies to both options. Preview the boats at affordableboating.com. Learn about membership at freedomboatclub.com. Just come see the boats April 11th, because life's better on a boat.
Getting married? Celebrating an anniversary? Celebrate your love with new wedding bands and save up to $10,000 right now at Beard's Diamonds. Now through April 19th, buy one wedding band, get a second one free. It's Beard's most popular offer ever. You both get new wedding bands, but you only pay for one. Gold, platinum, titanium, all wedding bands included in this springtime event. Now through April 19th. Buy one, get one free. Only at Beard's at the St. John's Town Center.
Time to level up your golf game with Back 9 off US 1 in Nocatee. This simulated golf is not your average simulated golf. It's the same technology they use in TGL. It's terrific. So whether you want to play the best golf courses the world has to offer just down the street, you can. Over 100 of the world's most iconic courses on this incredible technology. But you can also work on your game. It's open 24 hours, and you can get membership. You can get single-day play. But you need to check them out. It's Back 9 Golf, Ponte Vedra off US 1 in Nocatee. Look for them right next to Nice High School.
Most people think we only know sports around here, but they're wrong. Frank Frangie here. I also know who to turn to when I need a floral arrangement, and that's Kuhn Flowers. When you need to send that someone something special, rely on Kuhn Flowers, online at kuhnflowers.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Scooting along here, back on a Thursday morning. I don't know what Ronaldo Lopez was supposed to do. Major League Baseball handed out the punishments yesterday. Jorge Soler gets 7 games, and Ronaldo Lopez of the Braves gets 5. I would think you'd have a pretty good shot on a 5-game suspension means you're missing a start because pitchers only pitch every 5 games. That's why they do it that way. So it's much more punitive for Soler. That's 7 games that he could be playing in. Lopez is only missing 1 potential game that he could be playing in. Then he'll play the very next day after the suspension is over. But even then, I don't know why Lopez is suspended.
Nah, I see why. Because he used that baseball.
Okay, well, what's he supposed to do when the man's attacking you?
Not hit him with a baseball.
Not hit him with a baseball, hit him with a fist. That
If
ain't
the
no
man was
difference.
coming at him with a bat, one thing, but you literally hit him with a baseball. What if he would have broke his jaw? What if he would have missed and hit him in the eye or something?
What if mommy was daddy? I don't know what to tell you. What if?
So I think he should have got 7 games of anything just because of the baseball that was in his hand.
But never mind the fact that he did nothing like illegal or outside the rules on the baseball field. I mean, the play that he got charged on didn't come anywhere close to hitting Soler. I mean, it was high and inside, but it wasn't anywhere near chin music. What's he supposed to do? He's supposed to throw his glove down and sprint into the clubhouse?
Right.
That's the other side of that. What am I supposed to do?
Stand your ground?
I didn't even get warned. There was not even a warning, and this guy charges the mound, and I'm suspended?
Had he not.
Is it because of the ball? It might be.
I think so. Maybe if it wasn't the ball, then he probably would have got nothing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Like you said, what he's supposed to do if dude charging him.
Right. I don't. And there's been no warnings in the game. I mean, that we all know the narrative after the fact, but strange anyway. I am off the baseball edge. The Braves won yesterday, so now I cling to. Well, we haven't lost a series this year, so there's that. All right, fire at the band. We got a football fix. Can I start with some simple math here? Because I was thinking about this. We really have lost 2 players in free agency. The roster has hardly been touched. Maybe there's been some other minor guys that have left. We have 11 draft picks. We can't use all 11. We don't. Deal 5 for 1 if you have to. I mean, we're a good team with very few defections. There's no way there's room for 11 players. I mean, even in a normal year, you don't have room for all your draft class. Don't get me wrong. But in a year where you've hardly had anybody leave and you've got all this surplus of picks, I would expect James Gladstone to be very busy. And it packages many of those later ones to get up a little bit higher as you start targeting prospects. And it's fun and interesting, whether you're covering the Jags or you're a fan of the Jags, to just not know what this dude's strategy is going to be. We don't know. It's an unknown, and we learned last year that he's not afraid to swing the bat. So whether they have some designs and target on somebody specifically that they want to come all the way up into round 1 using this year's and future draft picks or players, or whether or not they stand pat, whether or not they try and move a lot in the middle of the draft, you just don't know what his strategy is. We don't have enough of a reference sample to survey there. All right, more from the NFL. For the first time since Trevor Lawrence, the number 1 prospect, the number 1 pick, is not going to be at the draft, with sources saying Fernando Mendoza will not attend. Meanwhile, Kirk Cousins, brought in to either start or mentor, does come in with 1 admission. At least he didn't get, cold cocked from the side. The Falcons signed him that big deal, then turned around after the draft and signed drafted Michael Penix. At least he goes in knowing they're going to be drafting Fernando Mendoza. He did say yesterday, I shouldn't play if I'm not the Raiders' best quarterback. Falcons got stung a couple times yesterday. Their starting right tackle, Caleb McGarry, says he's retiring at age 31. I saw they swooped in and got Jawan Taylor. Good luck with that. And after believing that it would escape without felonies, we now learn that James Pierce of the Falcons is not in off-season workouts and does still face 3 potential felonies, which seems like that should be the likely outcome all along. The Texans, no surprise here, picked up the options on C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. And that is the football fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Home Course, the Jointon Creek Golf Club, and the Jacksonville Sharks. Home opener coming up a week from tomorrow. You are listening to The Drill, Hick and Arrival and more on 1010XL 92.5. Coming up next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
When the sun goes down, Hacker is up.
Who is that guy?
Ryan the Hacker Green.
You're one of our very special people here.
He'll tell you about tonight's games and hot topics. Hacker After Dark, right after Rick Ballou. Evenings on 1010XL.
What if your next fun day out cost just $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jax. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience, no problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
Jacksonville is thinking teal, and so are Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony. It's Jaguars Today, breaking down everything Jags and NFL. Brought to you by Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors. Weekdays 10 to noon on 1010XL.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Surf into Summer Surf Camp. Jacksonville and its beach's #1 surf camp is now registering for camps this summer. For registration and session dates, go to surfintosummer.com. Surf into Summer, Jacksonville Beach's premier surf camp.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Double the action, double the fun. Join Sporting Jags Saturday, April 25th at UNF's Hodges Stadium for an exciting pro soccer doubleheader. The women's team gets things going at 2 against Lexington, featuring an appearance from competitive eating legend Joey Chestnut. Have a blast after in the fun zone before the men pick things back up at 7:30 against Miami. Secure your seats at sportingjacks.com or call 863-KICK. That's 863-KICK. Pro Soccer, Pro Jacks.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. Tell me if this is you, because it's definitely me. I go to bed thinking, tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up early, jump in that ice bath I just bought, have a good breakfast, go for a morning walk, and order a veggie for my side instead of fries. Then the morning arrives. I press snooze, skip everything else I planned because I'll do it tomorrow. But that's the Awaken 180 difference. Tomorrow is today. It's so easy. You want to do it. Your coach will be there to help you do it. You won't want to let her down. Accountability, ease, feeling great. That's the Awaken 180 difference. Now you can download an app, Google a weight loss plan, or buy the latest gadget. But who actually helps you follow through when you couldn't do it before? I lost 40 pounds with Awaken 180, and it was easy. No meds. I couldn't lose 5 pounds in a month on my own. Awaken 180 works, and it continues to work because it's set up to not let you fail. Succeed like we did at awaken180weightloss.com.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Jag head coach Liam Cohen talked to NBC Sports' Mike Florio about his quarterback going into next season.
Takes shots, gets up, say a word, has played hurt, missed time.
The Masters get underway today, and the next hour tee off for Group 1 is at 7:40 as the top golfers look to unseat last year's winner, Rory McIlroy. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, It's 7:01 and it's 63 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because the Dan Hicken Arrival and more is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Woo! Here we go! Good to be here on a Thursday. Yes. What does it all mean? What does it all mean? I got a problem. Yeah, it feels like a Friday. It just feels like a Friday. You ever have those days where it just feels like it's a different day? It's not the accurate
For
day.
some of us, it is Friday.
Yeah.
Check the calendar, friend.
You're off tomorrow?
Oh, for real? I'm off too.
You off too?
Yeah, because I got Gritty. I got to take Gritty back.
My man. It is Friday. Not for you. You'll carry on like a champion, like a trooper, like the legend that you are, like the hardworking son of a gun, grinder, just show up, get through it, move on, dude that you are. The guy who takes his lunch pail, the blue-collar man, who every day, not some, media mogul who wants to be pampered and have his nails done and have his shoulders massaged and be fed grapes and is soft. No, not you, Jeff Prosser. Not you. Not some producer who doesn't care about the product at all, is off at every whim when something comes calling, much like his predecessor would schedule appointments in the important 4 hours of the day. No, not like us, not like these two soft guys. No, you are the man. You are the guy, the glue of this program. You're the guy who, from 6 to 10 every single day, can be counted on to be here for Jacksonville, day after day, hour after hour, segment after segment, minute after minute. That's who Jeff Prosser is, people. That's who he is.
Dang.
You're not here tomorrow, E?
No.
You're off tomorrow, too?
Off. Looks like he's got tears in his eyes for a second there. A problem?
It's like be a tough Friday.
Looks like
It'll be a tough Friday.
Looks like you have
a station scheduled a very tough Friday for me.
Looks like you have a furrowed brow.
I am furrowed. I put eye drops in. Is why it looks like
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm here tomorrow.
I thought you were. I put it on the calendar now because I'm terrible about those things.
Too good of a segment, though.
Yeah.
I went with it.
Yeah.
Took a shot.
I thought you were here. That's why I was.
I take everything back. You're not hardworking.
Yeah, see, that's why
you're not blue collar.
There you go. That's not fair.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you do that?
What I just did now here?
Well, why would you take it all back? It was punishment enough. It wasn't helping that much during the whole contemplating of it.
You didn't get excited or enjoy the compliments?
I knew it was all backhanded and, untrue. It wasn't genuine, so I wasn't really, wasn't processing it so much. But you don't have to circle back and then take back the disingenuine.
I feel like you're sort of like, kind of like Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett. Now,
you're sort of the Myles Garrett.
How's that?
Of the radio station.
I wish I made $40 million.
Oof.
We'd quit. You know what we'd do? We'd work 1 year, buddy.
Want all that money. You get all that money, and then you don't show up to voluntary workout.
Which was?
Huh?
What was the voluntary workout?
The Browns started voluntary workout.
He ain't even show up.
He didn't show up.
Oh.
They gave him all that money.
Well, how are you saying I don't show up there? I don't see the corollary there.
He's
just
a
trying to
leader.
throw another negative that doesn't even apply to me?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
He's a leader.
Yeah.
I gave you
Trade
a lot of good. Yeah, trade him. Trade him here.
Well, no, that would have been an option. I don't think it is anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, we got 8 million devoted to 2 edges. I don't think we can throw another 40 on the fire.
Maybe you trade one of the edges.
How, that quick?
Well, we didn't know he's going to become available.
I'm sure that they have an idea.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I think the whole league knows that Miles, if the right call came for Cleveland, I would suppose. I don't know. It's a tough one, man. It's not a fair standard. You put it on all different players. Quarterbacks probably get it even more, but, it's unfair to say, well, Myles Garrett's been on the Browns for 7 years. Tell me what they've won.
Yeah.
Right? Why should we pay $40 million and we're just going to win 4 games with him? I mean, the guy had, and by the way, there's some fearful truth to it to a degree. I mean, Myles Garrett could have had a better year. He set the sack record. And how'd Cleveland do?
Yeah, I know.
I don't think the answer is ever get rid of your better talent, but in some cases, teams do. Got to get quarterback. They're still wondering this has been a running. Obviously, they didn't know how good they had it with Baker, but it's been a running deal in Cleveland. Back to Tim Couch. Remember the list that had a jersey and it had like 23 names on it?
Oh, yeah, the quarterbacks. It's just, I want to talk about Myles Garrett, though, for a second. You got a new coach. And I know to Myles Garrett, it's like, here we go again. And I know I'm in my 7th year. And I know it's voluntary, blah, blah, blah. And it's not that huge
He's exhausted,
deal.
man. It's only been a couple months since the season ended. He's still recuperating. You need that downtime.
I mean, honestly, if I'm the new coach, I'm like, bro, can't you just do me a solid? Show up the first day.
Yeah, that's fair. At the end of the day, his method will be emboldened because he won't go to any of it. He won't do a damn thing. And in week 1, he'll have 3 sacks. So you got to determine what is the, intangibly rich or poor part of that you're willing to, right? I mean, that's the end of the day. Myles Garrett could right now go to the Bahamas, get a cabana, hang out on the beach. I mean, take a 2-mile jog every morning, hang out on the beach, do some swimming, watch the sunrise and set every day until September 6th.
Okay.
Then he could fly back to Cleveland. They could, take his physical, and then on September 9th, he could have 3 sacks.
Yeah. I get it.
So it's strictly from the message and the leadership standpoint. You're not going to get that, obviously. This is your first crack.
Paid you all this money. Keep you here. You cried and whined about wanting to be traded.
Preached in the choir.
He'll get away with it, though. It's the Antonio Brown effect.
100%.
As long as he can produce on the field,
100%.
do whatever.
We got nothing else here in Cleveland. We need you.
So do whatever you want.
Yeah. What is he? He has trouble with. What does he have trouble with? Keeping the car upright. What is he?
AB or
no Miles? Yeah, he gets pulled a lot for speeding, right? Doesn't he?
I know he had the really like crazy one.
I think he has a lot of.
Yeah, he has multiples.
Yeah, that's probably not good either.
I'm just saying. I mean,
look,
he's a great Hall of Fame football player.
You got to get multiple first rounders.
Myles Garrett is probably, for his position, there's probably the biggest drop off between 1 and 2 than any other position in the NFL.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm asking you to tell me a position where the best guy and the next best guy is closer than.
There's a lot of good defensive end.
There's a lot not like him. What did we looked the other day?
There's guys
we were saying who's the top 3 sack leaders every year. We went through it.
Yeah,
25,
TJ Watt,
and every year,
Myles Garrett.
no, but every year,
Myles Garrett was
in it. Everybody else would pop up, disappear, disappear.
That's fair.
Not Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett, every year.
I'd have to know. I know that T.J. Watt almost broke that same sack record like last year.
Okay, but then what did he do?
He got injured, so I got to know where the injuries stack in. I think if they went into this season healthy, I don't think it would necessarily be the biggest gap in the league.
Since 2018.
But he's definitely the best.
10, 12, 16, 16, 14, 14, 23.
Yeah.
How long has Hendrickson been in the league, though?
Well, he missed a whole year, too. He's got 43.5. I just saw this because they put him next to Trayvon, who's got 27.5.
43.5 in his career?
Yeah.
Got more than that, doesn't he?
Hutchinson?
Hell yeah, he does. Hendrickson.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
He said Hendrickson.
I thought he said Hutchinson. I never mind.
Hendrickson, though, had 4.
Okay.
This year.
That was injured.
Yeah.
Now read off all the other numbers.
17.5, 17.5, then 8.
Oh.
And 14, 13.5, then 4.5.
All right. Yeah.
It's 4.5 before or after Garrett's streak?
During
4.5.
2019.
Okay.
Then 0, then 2.
TJ Watt is the one that's comparable. And this past year, he was hurt. TJ Watt will.
So you think he's the second best guy?
I do. I'm doing my production. I'm not saying who I would take or not, but I think TJ Watt had like
TJ Watt had a whopping 7 this year.
He was hurt this year.
At 11.5 last year.
Okay, and before that,
19.
Before that,
5.5.
So was that an injury?
22.5, 15, 14.5, 13, 7.
What is the 5.5 tucked in there at an anomaly? That's a hurt year.
2022. Let me look.
I mean, there's no way you played full season at 5 sacks. Not with that resume. So it must have been another injury year. But no,
TJ Watt played a year. He had 5.5.
Year in, year out.
Played 10 games.
Yeah. Year in, year out for sure. I mean, if you're the only one getting double digits every year and you're lead the league a couple of those years, including setting the record. But yeah, Watt had what? Did that tie the record then? The one he had?
Who?
TJ Watt's year.
Yeah.
What is it? 21 and a half?
22 and a half.
It was 22 and it's now 22. It was 22 and a half and it's now 23. Mm-hmm. Yeah, TJ Watt just tied that record a couple of years ago. That's wild.
In 2021.
Yeah, it feels you're right. That's not a couple of years ago. That's now 4 or 5 years ago.
How many times has Myles Garrett been Defensive Player of the Year? 2?
Yeah,
3?
I think twice.
I would. Who was? We just had like a corner win that award.
Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, Surtain.
Myles Garrett's been twice.
Who are the other ones? TJ won it twice?
Once. Nick Bosa. Aaron Donald's won it twice. 3 times. Stephon Gilmore, Khalil Mack in the last 10 years. Anyway.
What I will say, did you say now on the Myles Garrett, that's double digits at least every single year, or is there one 8-sack year in there?
His first year was 7.
First year was 7.
Since then, he's been double digits.
And every year it's double digits.
If he could have got to 10 that first year, man, wow, that'd be an incredible start to the season. I mean, to the career. I mean, that dude, that's 7 years only in the league. How many total sacks?
9 years in the league.
Oh, 9. So he's got well over 100 then. What does he have?
He has 37, 47, 51, 67.
There's no total at the bottom?
77, 83, 95, 105. 118 and a half, 122 and a half.
122 and a half already. Dang. Is in the record right at 200?
Yeah,
Yes.
200.
Is that Bruce Smith?
Yeah.
Bruce Smith is the all-time leading sacker. He was a great player. He doesn't feel like he was the most
200
feared of my life. Does he feel like that to you?
Myles Garrett is 28th with 125 and a half.
Yeah. Okay, what does 140 get you up to?
Yeah, like next year?
Yeah.
He'll be top 10.
Next year. Yeah. Oh my God. There's a lot between 125 and 140.
He'll be right behind Strahan and ahead of Taylor.
That must make it tough for the Hall. Think about that big muddy area there between that top 10 and where he is.
Top sack guy not in the Hall, T. Sizzle.
And he'll get in.
Yeah. Von Miller, who's still playing.
He'll get in.
John Abraham.
Probably won't get in.
33 and a half.
Maybe way down the right. Is that top? What was that, like 14th?
19th.
Yeah. Yeah, John Abraham doesn't feel like a Hall of Famer. And he's a Falcon. I love him.
These guys are not in. John Abraham, Leslie O'Neal. Now, lower guys who are in, Randy White, 111.
Yeah, he's a defensive tackle.
Elvin Bethea, 105.
Yeah. They didn't pass as much back then either now.
That's fair.
You couldn't get to the quarterback as often if you were dominant. Yeah. My guy Claude Humphrey got in, didn't he, finally?
I saw his name. He's in. Yeah, 130. He had 130.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then Chris Jones has 87 and a half. Cam Hayward has 92. JPP has 94 and a half.
It shouldn't matter if you're doing it from the tackle position, too. That's
Also
a different
true.
game. Like, Randy White did that as a defensive tackle.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's a whole different. What did Aaron Donald have? How many career sacks?
He's over 100.
Yeah, over 100.
Is he over 100?
I think so. Feel like he was. He had a couple of 15 to 20 sack years.
111.
Yeah, wow. It's a lot for defensive tackle.
Woo.
That's right at Randy White, right? Isn't that what you said he had?
Yeah. Yeah, tied with Randy White. All right, let's take a break. We'll keep it rolling. We're just getting warmed up. We got a good show today. Doc will be along. We also have our friend Big Jake Cornera is putting on a camp here in town, so we're going to catch up with him. The Michigan starting offensive lineman. Get his take on things. He's up there in Ann Arbor.
Sure, he's celebrating like the rest of them that basketball title.
I bet he had a good time. I wonder if he went. I wonder where he was.
I will once again confront him early with the uncomfortable question, when we portal in down to Gainesville.
Doesn't look like that's happening.
Yeah, I know. I won't. I'll save it. I tried when he was,
By the way, the Gators got a 5-star offensive lineman. First time since 2015. So that is hallelujah.
Sure.
That's Phil Troutwine, the new offensive line coach, who was recruiting this Pennsylvania kid for Penn State for a lot of years, making a difference. Now we just got to get his brother to play hoops for us, and everybody will be happy.
And again, I'm not now going to be Mr. Recruitnik or get into it, but just reading that story, it feels like they're going to get another couple of top 10 offensive tackles.
Well, we'll see. They're trying, and they're in the mix, which
for
is
sure,
something they haven't been in a long time. So,
and that's quick. That's without results. So
that's a huge.
Listen, at the end of the day, Dan,
positive.
We boil it down to great coaches and Heisman-winning quarterbacks, but there's something else that Spurrier and Urban did that none of the others can or have done, and that's consistently give you a top 5 recruiting class, occasionally the number 1 recruiting class, get the number 1 prospect in the country. No one has done that. I mean, you can't be at Florida for 5 years and your top recruiting class be 7th in the country. Not while Georgia and Bama are getting 1 and 2 every year.
We'll talk about that and more next year on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. High school. Check. College. Check. Pro. Check. We've got you covered.
This is big time boss season.
1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Hey, Hickett here, and man, oh man, I'm excited. I'm going to tell you why. TopDressing.com is coming to do my lawn. Look, I spent some time with their staff. Great folks, really. Locally operated here in Jacksonville. And, one negative about Florida is the grass, right? Whenever you go north, you get that beautiful soft grass. Down here, you got that St. Augustine grass. It can give you fits. I can't wait to have their proprietary process go to work for me. I'm chatting with them right now. I got to get them on the schedule. It's easy, and you can too. If you really want to transform your lawn to look like a golf course, check them out. Call today for a free estimate and top dress your lawn like the pros. It's easy. TopDressing.com. That's TopDressing.com.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
They give their best physically and mentally.
Listen for the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Scholar Athlete of the Week. Tuned up by
The Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesday afternoons on The Frangie Show.
On 1010XL.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, buddy, why so glum?
Stinky ice cubes, Jason. It's all downhill from here.
What?
The tap water at my place smells kind of funky. Funky tap water makes funky ice cubes. I meet a nice girl, invite her back to my place for a cocktail, and blow my whole romantic gesture with a mojito that smells like dog's feet.
Wait, I can totally make you way cooler.
I'm not taking your charity ice cubes, Jason. I have my pride.
Your pride is safe. Our plumbers can be at your house the day you call and install a whole home water purification system. Water tastes better, dishes come out cleaner, even your hair feels better after you shower.
Ooh, the ladies love a man with soft hair, don't they, Jason?
Life moves pretty fast. If you spend every day worried about the water in your own home, you could miss it.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it!
Sports concepts and rationalizations. What do you call it? The 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, I like to hand out a prize pack. He says it's razzle dazzle. What you got today?
I got 5 days free parking at airport. I got 5 days free airport parking, that is, at USA Park. USAPark.net.
Easy for you to say.
Oh, I love USA
What
Park.
are you, the Unabomber all of a sudden? What's going on with the hoodie?
It's freezing in here.
It does look like the Unabomber.
Cold.
You have no manifesto in that thing over there, is there?
I'm not smart enough to have a manifesto. I watched some of the par 3 yesterday. I got caught up in the Frankie Fleetwood fire, the magic. I had two people before Matt Every and my buddy CT both told me that the big story was Frankie Fleetwood. They wanted to see what's going to happen with Frankie Fleetwood. I was sort of unaware about Frankie Fleetwood, but I guess he gave just a charming interview last year, and you know he had the whole year. And then Tommy Fleetwood goes to his press conference this week and gets just peppered with questions about Frankie. Yeah. That's all they care about.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of it until Matt said it yesterday. And then a good friend of mine alerted me to it yesterday, too, Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
So she posted me, DM'd me.
Oh, okay.
She was excited to see if he could do it. It was her number one question about the par 3.
Frankie's a 9 or 10-year-old little wisp of a
swinging
child.
that big old daddy driver, too.
Yeah, so this year he went to the driver. I don't think he had driver last year. He came up way short last year.
Well, he had no chance. He wasn't old enough.
And so he gave it a poke, and actually hit it pretty good. Just went right on him twice. They screamed for a mulligan, so he gave him a...
Yeah, the fans did. The patrons. I'm sorry, the patrons.
Patrons did. He gave,
Can't say
this
fancy.
was on number 9, by the way, on the par 3. And gave it another shot, and came up, hit it better even, but was just right. Yeah. So
I wanted to get y'all's take on the whole par 3 contest, because the internet is divided as far as, how the Masters is, and it's the one golf tournament that shouldn't be touched. But,
it's family fun day.
Yeah, and
that's what it is.
They still didn't like it with Kevin Hart being there, Kelsey being there, Shaq being there.
Well, that celebrity part is I think that's relatively
new, right?
I think, but I don't want to speak out of turn.
I don't remember seeing the celebrities down there.
I don't know
like
back
that.
in. How long has the par 3 contest been around, Dan? Do you know that?
pretty long time.
It has? I mean, since like the 40s and 50s they've been doing
that.
it?
I don't know. That I don't know.
So I don't like the concept of maybe with Bing Crosby or Frank Sinatra or those dudes there back in the day.
Ba-ba-dee-da-ba-ba-doo.
But I don't really,
give me a wedge.
Tell me the first celebrity, quote unquote, outside of golf or in their family that you remember at the par 3. Because I don't. There's nothing.
I haven't really.
I don't remember like Bill Murray being there caddying for someone, or like, because that's Kevin Hart.
Correct.
I mean, that's just a clown show.
1960, first par 3.
Yeah.
So that's a long time. Won by Sam Snead.
Yeah. It's a very long time. I don't recall. To be honest with you, I didn't know much or anything. Even there was a par 3 contest. I just 30 years ago.
Right. I just recently
about
found
your
out.
age, probably.
Jimmy Walker holds the course record of 19, which is 8 under, set in 2016.
Wow, 8 under.
Yeah.
Birdied 8 and 9, or probably had a hole in one.
Had a hole in one.
There were 4 yesterday. They always have holes in
Contest has
one.
been decided by a playoff on 21 occasions and concluded with a tie twice. Arnie won it in 67. Dave Stockton won it in 71. Steve Melnick, our friend, won it in 72. Sam Snead won his second one in 74. Asayo Aoki won 2. Tom Watson has won it. Hale Irwin has won it. Hubert Green has won it. Ben Crenshaw has won it. Raymond Floyd. It's a lot of.
Now, is the condition of the par 3 of the course the same as the big course?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you would think it would translate that you were sharp if you played well in the par 3.
I don't know. They're very short holes.
I know, but still, you're going to have, your ball striking as well. You're putting it if you're getting it
Last year's winner was Nico Echevarria, who finished 51st. Ricky Fowler won it the year before. He was T30. Tom Hoagie won it. Got cut. So,
having not been there, just watching it on TV, the ball seems to feed toward the hole more on the par 3 than it does on tournament play. When they get on that course. But I that could be how they put it. They probably want holes in one. They want the spectacle. No.
Oh, yeah.
On the par 3 day.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why you have 4. Again, I heard him. Was it Matt was telling us what the distances ranged? Watching it yesterday, did you hear the actual distances as they went along? What would you say the average distance was?
120.
Okay.
I think 132, maybe the long one.
90 was the shortest.
I played it twice. There's some shorties. There's some 85 yards.
But there's nothing. You never pull out like anything close to a mid-iron. It's all for them wedges.
Oh, yeah.
Wedges.
All wedges.
Yeah.
All wedges.
It's like going and playing Palm Valley from a like ratchet it down standpoint. 90-yard holes is all I mean.
Yes.
Because it's nothing like Palm Valley.
Our Dream Fighters Homes poll question today. Dream Fighters Homes, the official home builder of the PGA Tour for this purpose. Go look at dreamfightershomes.com and look at the beautiful, modern, awesome types of homes that they build. They have interest rate packages galore that will help you. First-time homeowners, they'll work with you. They'll take you through the process. There's, I think, 15 different locations throughout Jacksonville.
15 of them things.
Just like
Taylor Swift's exes.
Sorry.
The wedding's coming up.
Okay. Who is golf's most popular player? Who is golf's most popular player? Is it Bryson DeChambeau? Is it Rory McIlroy? Is it Scotty Scheffler? Or is it Tiger Woods?
Man, that's a young man's question. Wow, it depends. Wow, I need demos on the followers to accurately get. I think that would really. I guess ultimately it's probably going to spread out kind of equal.
Okay,
because Tiger's going to get his share, and then you kind of have Bryson's going to get his share, and then those two in the middle are going to tussle. Scheffler and McIlroy are probably be considered the two best, but they're. I don't feel this a huge passion wave toward either one of them.
What
probably
say you?
Rory more. I'm going to say. Scheffler out of nowhere. I send him from fourth to first.
Scheffler for the win.
Hands down, without a doubt, it's Eldrick. Tiger Woods.
The winner in last place is Rory McIlroy with 6.5%.
Doesn't surprise me.
Second to last place is Bryson DeChambeau with 8.7. Second place is Scotty Scheffler with 37%. Tiger Woods 48%.
So Scheffler was. I got him in the right order after that.
You can still vote for a couple more hours at Dan Hicken 1010. Dan Hicken 1010. 1,141 followers.
Man, you about to catch me.
Let's go. Back on Twitter, baby. 1,141 followers since starting on Monday.
There you go. Look at that.
Keep it rolling.
We had a big rush here this last day. Word's getting out on the street. What's happened.
That's what it is.
I got a couple of hole-in-one notes from the Masters.
Okay.
Hole 4, Dan knows as the flowering crabapple.
Yes.
Had only one hole-in-one ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was by 1992.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you 5 questions.
Okay.
Because I'm going to give you a major hint Accent on major. 1992.
Okay.
The hole-in-one was made by
Fred Couples.
No, I was going to give you another hint, actually, and too late you blew it. I'll give you, I said Fred. The major he won was not the Masters.
Okay.
1992.
1992.
A major champion
Number 4.
made a hole-in-one at number 4. This is very hard. I could give you more questions than that. Yeah, I mean, just you're guessing here. Because there's so many I'm thinking that it could be, but you got to go back a ways for 92. You can use any resource material that you want. You can look at the 1992 standings.
Nick Faldo.
That's a good guess. Not Faldo. I'll say this. He's not. If I ask you to list major champions, the last 100, he'd show up in your 80 to 100 range in both his.
Corey Pavin.
That type. Not him. Good guess. Real good guess.
Lee Jansen.
Jansen a little higher than Pavin in this guy, in my mind.
One more
This
guess.
guy's forgettable major champion. I'm almost positive he won the PGA. I could look like a real fool at the end of this segment when we determine that the guy who made the hole-in-one at number 4, the only one ever, actually never won a major. I'm going to look stupid.
Mark Brooks.
There you go. He's Mark Brooks, but he's a littler Mark Brooks. He's kind of a little guy, I think. He was a good golfer for a minute, 5 years or so. But he's kind of a little guy, I think. Littleish. Did Jeff Sluman win a major? Didn't he win a PGA?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Here we go.
I don't think he did.
This is this is Hintgen all over again. I'm pretty sure Sluman won a PGA, no?
One major.
There we go. I got it, E.
1988 PGA Championship.
88.
All right.
And then he made a hole-in-one at Augusta. That's the last
best known for the Players fiasco.
Sluman. Was he the one that was subject to the guy diving into the...
Yeah, him and, was it...
You know this story?
No, educate
you got to
me.
tell him. Oh, the other one, by the way, we haven't had hole-in-one at number 12 since 1988, so we're due for one on that magical hole at Augusta. Tell him the Sluman story.
All right, so...
This is TPC.
I think it's 87, right?
I believe so.
1987, and I think they had just gone to the 3-hole playoff. And Jeff Sluman and Sandy Lyle tied. And they get to 17, and Sluman is standing over his putt, and all of a sudden, there's this loud commotion. Dude dove in the lake.
On 17.
On 17.
Yeah, like
in the tournament, during the tournament, during the playoff.
Guy's about to putt.
A patron or a fan?
Yeah.
Oh, now look, patron. A fan?
Yeah. Joe dove in the lake, causing quite a stir. Everybody going crazy.
For some reason, was the dude's name Hal something?
Hal Valdez.
Hal. I remember it being Hal something.
He was like I don't know if he was like a cheerleader at FSU or something
at
like
FSU,
that.
yeah.
Anyway, he dives in the lake. Shout out Hal. But where are they now? Hal Valdez. He dives in the lake, and Sluman has to back off, then comes back and misses the putt. Sandy Lyle goes on to beat him.
Oh,
It really wasn't the hole.
Not like the backswing of his tee shot, but nonetheless, he happened to be one of the guys. It's probably better said he was one of the guys on the green when that dude jumped into the lake.
So why did he do that? Was it that
he's a
It was a
knucklehead.
bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so it had nothing to do with that.
I bet you won't jump in the lake.
Yeah.
Yes, I will. How much?
Yeah.
That kind of deal.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back.
641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Come kind, come courteous, come correct. And I got 5 days of free airport parking from usapark.net. Hit me up right now, 904-641-1010.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Now's the perfect time to order logo coffee mugs, or maybe a logoed stick brand tumbler. They're seriously ice cold and look great with your company logo. Hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Getting married? Celebrating an anniversary? Celebrate your love with new wedding bands and save up to $10,000 right now at Beard's Diamonds. Now through April 19th, buy one wedding band, get a second one free. It's Beard's most popular offer ever. You both get new wedding bands, but you only pay for one. Gold, platinum, titanium, all wedding bands included in this springtime event. Now through April 19th. Buy one, get one free. Only at Beard's at the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing stays constant. That's our commitment to your financial future. Consolidate those accounts. Roll over that 401k. Maximize your pension programs. ITP makes your financial journey simple and smart. And those ITP partners are terrific folks. Trust, transparency, and experience. You better believe it. Reed Wingate, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Bryan. Get that money in motion. Don't let it sit around. ITP Partners, stable, strategic, secure. Also easy to get a hold of. Chris at ITPpartners.com. Chris at ITPpartners.com. Or give him a call, 904-312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners. They're my financial partners for life. Security investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Remember, FINRA and SIPC, Osaic Wealth, separately owned in other entities and or marketing names. Products or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. Fight night is here. Join Dan and I at UNF Arena for Guns N' Hoses, Saturday, April 18th. You want to be a part of the pugilistic festivities? Go to GNHJacks.com and get your tickets now. It's Guns N' Hoses, Saturday, April 18th.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You know what homeowners in Northeast Florida don't want to deal with? 3 phone calls in the same week. One because the drain won't drain, one because the septic system is acting up, and one because the AC decided summer vacation started early. That's why homeowners keep one number saved in their phone: Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Clogged pipes, septic problem, AC blowing warm air. One call brings the right team to your door. Plumbing, septic, air conditioning, all handled by one trusted crew. Call 904-862-6769 or duckrooter.com.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
What if every day felt like a private resort in your backyard? Premier Outdoor Inc., Jacksonville's #1 pool builder in the 2025 Best of Bold City Awards, creates entire outdoor living spaces, not just pools, custom pools, heated spas, summer kitchens, cabanas, fireplaces, screen enclosures, and more. Veteran and first responder owned, turn your backyard into an unforgettable retreat. See what you could build at premieroutdoorinc.net. Premier Outdoor Inc., a visionary of hardscapes and aquatics.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialists Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Yes, sir! Time to talk to our good friend, Dr. Kevin Murphy, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, sc-ortho.com, for all your orthopedic needs. If you don't know him, you know somebody who does.
It's not like Doc and Southeast need a plug, but Holmes right now is going through the Southeast process.
Oh, very good.
He had surgery on his rotator cuff. And, he's 81, but he's still got a lot of life to live. And so he's going through that and the follow-up and the PT and all that good stuff all through Southeast. So
very good.
I know he's in good hands. Gives me great calm.
Very nice. Doc, how are you?
I'm good.
Doc, what is a grade 1 calf strain?
Who's that? Soto?
Juan Soto.
So, if you're going to grade them by MRI standards, it's just inflammation with no tearing at all.
Mm-hmm.
Grade 2 is a partial tear. Grade 3 is a complete tear. So
grade 1's better.
Grade 1 is better.
That's the best case scenario.
It's minimal. Yeah.
But
when you see those, right? We've seen them a lot here recently. You know that
calf leads down to that old Achilles.
Yeah, that attaches there. So the calf muscle goes into the Achilles tendon, and that's the concern that you have.
So you play it as they're saying 17 to 19 days, 14 to 21 days. That's maybe a little extra. Make sure
3 weeks to be clear, probably. But if it's truly a grade 1, he'll stretch that out. He'll be maybe ahead of that, but 3 weeks for safety is probably fine.
Is this correct? This statement: the biggest predictors of re-injury, aside from severity, are player history and age, being over 30. Would you say yes or no?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the risk of ripping your Achilles, maybe.
Okay.
But risk of return from injury, no.
Okay. Faster return carries higher risk. So at this early point in the season, we'd expect them to be relatively conservative on returning him.
True statement.
True statement. Okay.
Yeah. And again, that's probably 3 weeks just to not put that Achilles at risk.
20% approximately of elite athletes do experience a re-aggravation of their original injury.
Probably more than that. If you
Okay.
and again, you're based on what? Is it if you go back too soon? If you didn't
Right.
probably there's too many variables there to
Okay.
make
Okay.
that statement.
All right. If you do re-injure it, do the majority occur in the first month of the return?
Yeah.
Yes, that would make sense.
That's
Okay.
accurate.
All right. I was just curious. Obviously, I have a lot here at stake. So,
yeah, they're not going to
and
rush him back.
we've seen this all the time. Tyrese Halliburton last year, aggravated calf injury. We talked about it's KD, right? Other guys, NBA players, they aggravated calf injury, and then all of a sudden, there goes the Achilles.
Yeah, you
And
don't want-
Tyrese
you don't want
Halliburton
that.
knew the risk because he did it in Game 5, and he went for Game 7, and then he ruptured his Achilles.
The subject of the NBA's league minimum of games to play in order to be eligible for league-wide awards at the end of the year is kind of in the news right now. It for a couple of reasons. One is Cade Cunningham, and his is a legitimate injury, and I wanted to talk about coming back from that collapsed lung. I remember, when it happened, I think he ended up missing 12 games. That's probably about a month. Does that sound about right? And are there precautions that you now have to take, or is it like any other injury? He's back, everything's good to go. There's nothing to be particularly extra concerned about.
Yeah, answer the last part first. Yeah, there's nothing you're going to
Okay.
do or hold him back at this point. Once that lung heals and sticks back to the lining wall, you're pretty well released to do whatever.
You hear the term collapsed lung, and 1,000 images could come into your mind. What actually happens when a lung collapses? Like what? Yeah.
Well, typically you get air between the rib cage and the lung that sits on it and compresses it. Now, sometimes you'll puncture it like would.
That's kind of what you think in your mind, like a balloon or.
Yeah, well, yeah, like T.J. Watt.
Okay.
Somebody poking around there with some,
yeah.
doing this dry needling and needled his lung and dropped his lung. I mean, that
Probably not good.
No, that's not
that guy
good.
should be fired, Dan. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm thinking. Well, I also
It
want
was Tyrod Taylor too, right?
Yeah, they did that to Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, same thing. I don't know if it's the same doctor. If not, we got an issue.
We need an investigation.
Well, the topic is also up, with that and combined with the tanking. And I don't know if Giannis would even be up for any NBA league-wide awards, but he had a left knee hyperextension and a bone bruise on March 15th, 2026. He's been saying he's wanted to play now for a while. The Bucks haven't medically cleared him. It's, kind of a back and forth. Should he be ready to go by now? Maybe March 15th is not that long ago. What's that, three and a half weeks?
Yeah, hyperextension makes me concerned about other things in his knee. That may be the bigger concern. Bone bruise is a pain thing. If he feels it doesn't hurt a whole lot, and he's out there and it's not swollen. That's a
he's
it doesn't hurt anymore kind of thing.
He's been so vocal about it. It's brought an NBA investigation, into the whole thing. I mean, they are really, ears are perked up when it comes to tanking right now. And if you've got a star saying he wants to play, at the end of the day in Milwaukee, Hick, the word seems to be Giannis and Doc Rivers won't be back with the Bucks. One or both will be gone. Yeah.
Doc, I got one for you. When do you know enough's enough? As you chase the dream, I'm specifically talking about pitchers. And, these golly, you hate this. This is the chase because you got the major league talent. You might have the major league arm, but you just can't stay healthy. And there's this kid. His name is Packy Naughton. Back in 2023, Packy Naughton was making his way up to the major leagues, and he got all the way to the St. Louis Cardinals. And it's 2023. He's thrown 4 scoreless innings. He's living the dream, and he tore his flexor tendon. All right, we'll get that fixed and get you going again. He was out for the rest of the year. It's a serious injury, I'm assuming, right? Flexor tendon.
Yeah, those if you pull it off the bone, you reattach that.
Which flexor? That's hip? Or elbow? Which
elbow.
one?
That's
elbow.
around. Again, it's right around the elbow, same spot, right around that.
So he's rehabbing the next year, 2024. It's July of 2024. He re-tears the flexor tendon.
Sounds like a Braves pitcher.
While also tearing the UCL in his left elbow, requiring season-ending Tommy John surgery. Now we're in 2024. The injury and the subsequent surgery also caused him to miss the entire 2025 season. So that's a year and a half. So the Cardinals sign him, and then in the spring this year, unhittable. Coming out, 1.29 ERA, 7 appearances. Here comes Packy Naughton. We're going to start you at AAA. We'll call you right up, get you some innings in AAA. Makes his first appearance in AAA, throws 3 pitches, bends over, grabs his elbow.
Oh, no.
I mean, when is enough enough? I mean, That's
and
that happens. It happens. It's just horrible, but I don't know. I guess, should it happen? I mean, I'm looking at you and you look like I always wonder, are you thinking, well, that doctor screwed up? Or are you thinking, it happens? I don't know what to think. But I'm sitting there, I'm going, well, 23, then 20. Did he come back too early? Did he, or is it just damn bad luck?
Well, those are all possibilities, all the above. I mean, was it fixed properly? Should you have put when you do the Tommy John, put that internal brace in there, all those kind of things. Go through the conversation when you reflect back on it. But, it's probably more likely just his mechanics and bad luck. That's probably what it is.
Because you're talking 23, 24, 25, and now 26. That's 4 years.
Particularly the flexor tendon is an unusual thing to tear that needs surgery.
And does that lead to is that like the calf to the Achilles? Or
yeah, it attaches right where the ulnar collateral ligament is, same spot. So did they misdiagnose? Did he really have a Tommy John issue that was loose and they, was inflamed tendon and they didn't fix his ulnar collateral at that time and put more stress on his flexor tendon again? Who knows? But it's not good. Not likely to return to full speed after three surgeries on his elbow.
I was thinking about this with the Masters starting today. Here's hoping, because it's been a weird tournament with like week of injuries. Remember when Dustin fell down the stairs? We had the 1 year where Tony Finau playing the par 3. Remember his ankle went all the way over. He ended up getting through. So here's hoping they all make it to the first tee today without anything befalling them. Doc, we miss anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
By the way, we tee off at 7:40, so we're off and running here.
We have to try to find that somewhere. Good luck on that one. I'm not so sure we're going to get it on our setup here, but we'll be following that leaderboard for sure. All right, the Tiger Woods story has taken a turn, and it has a medical aspect, but not of the orthopedic variety.
Because what's a segment with Doc Murphy if we're not asking him about Tiger?
No, I'm not going to ask him that. We're going to do that when we come back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to let Doc go. We're going to relieve him of his
I thought we were going to get him
we're getting into the pharmaceuticals.
Ask him what kind of drugs they got over there in Switzerland.
We're getting into the farm. No, has nothing to do with the Switzerland trip.
What about Luca? What about Luca going over there?
What are they doing over there in Europe, Doc?
What's the test
we'll let
we're
you
getting
go
over
again.
there?
Catch and release and catch again.
Well, their restrictions from the FDA are not ours. I'll just say that.
All right.
What about the NBA's restriction? They wouldn't match our FDA, or you don't?
Well, performance enhancing things, if you get caught with those, are going to be the same.
No.
But treatment stuff.
What are they doing differently? Would you know exactly? What do they do in Europe
It's a
differently?
hamstring. A hamstring and trying to expedite getting them back with a hamstring.
Like what would they do there that they can or won't do here?
It's similar, PRP stuff, similar things.
It's called horse urine.
Yeah,
horse urine.
They're doing it dirty over there. That's what's happening. Yeah, they're doing it around a garbage can with a fire in it. That's what's happening right now. All right, we'll be back with more. The Tiger Medical is on the pharmaceutical side when we return.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Big moment. Play-by-play is full of plot twists.
Did that just happen?
And high-octane drama.
And this game is tied.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Parents, now is the time to sign your kids up for the best basketball league in the 904. Tommy Houlihan's Summer Beaches Basketball League. Season starts in June, and games will be played in the St. Paul's Gym. Go to TommyHoulihanBasketball.com for all the info.
It's Gator passion on display when Patrick Young brings power forward intensity to the drill.
Patrick Young, a rip and a run.
Fast breaks and clutch shots with Dan and Jeff. Friday mornings at 8:30, tipped off by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and Kuhn Flowers.
We've all been there. You hear about an incredible event Monday morning, but it happens Sunday. Stop missing out. Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida, and we have the solution. From under-the-radar sporting events to the perfect family outing or date night, Visit Jacksonville is your all-access pass to the city. Plan your 2026 season at visitjacksonville.com/locals. Visitjacksonville.com/locals. Or download the Visit Jax app for the full lineup. See what you've been missing.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com and equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Hicken here, looking for insurance you can actually trust? Meet Craig and Chris Kaprosky with the Kaprosky Agency and Goosehead Insurance. So over the years, man, they built their reputation the right way. Upfront, honest, always working to find their clients the best possible coverage at the best possible price, be it home, auto, flood, umbrella, specialty. Craig and Chris shop the market for you. They've helped so many families, including the Hickens, time and time again, making the process simple, stress-free, and I'm telling you, most importantly, they save real dollars along the way. If you want straight answers, you want coverage you can count on, call the Kaprosky Agency. They're easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaprosky at goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaprosky, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I at goosehead.com. Or call them 478-8422, 478-8422. The Kaprosky Agency, because the right insurance isn't just about policies. It's about the people that you can trust.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Bet on the ball game. Get your money down. Money lines, totals, and parlays. Where cash and tickets all around.
It's baseball betting season, and VSiN's MLB betting guide is a home run for bettors. Download your free special edition of the guide, featuring a betting preview of the Atlanta Braves and Tampa Bay Rays at 1010XL.com. That's 1010XL.com.
All right, gang, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com. I know it's been overcast this week, but trust me, the oven's a-coming, and that oven's going to go on. Great time to get your skin checked before that happens. You know, with Beaches Dermatology, they'll make sure you're good to go for the summer. And listen, Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery, they have been taking great care of me for decades, and I appreciate them, man. I can't recommend them highly enough. They look over my skin. They take things off that need to be taken off. I've had some Mohs surgery a couple times. They always remind me to protect your skin. Protect it, man. Floppy hats, long sleeve dry fits, sunscreen, whatever it takes. Go to beachesdermatology.com. Find the location that best serves you. There are plenty of them, and you'll be glad you did. I go to the one off Solano Road. So let me remind you, for all your skincare needs, all your skincare products, Beaches Dermatology, beachesdermatology.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Oh, boy. What was that all about?
Mixed it up, man.
All right. There are 5,000 approximately total scholarship basketball players at the D1 level. 1,300 to 1,500 of those players are out of eligibility. There are 1,850 as of last night players in the portal. Almost half of college basketball is in the portal. There's teams out there. I was talking to Charlton K yesterday, like Tennessee. They're all in the portal. The Tennessee fans get mad. We can't get mad. You go to the Elite Eight 3 years in a row. You give the coach time to rebuild. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You can't read anything into it if they go in the portal, if they don't go into the portal, whatever.
Some of these kids will never get this type of money again.
Yeah.
Like, it's unfortunate as far as for the programs and stuff, but the type of money that they're throwing around to these kids, I guarantee you, if I was in college and I was a player and I had that opportunity and I wasn't going to the NBA, yeah, I'm hopping in that portal every chance I get.
But here's the problem.
Uh-huh.
Of those 1,850, half of them ain't going to get what they've been told they're going to get.
Yeah.
And they're going to get screwed, and they're going to have nowhere to go.
That's the gamble.
It's a gamble.
So hopefully you're good enough to get something.
So if maybe you should just take what the offer is at your school.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's a lot of unhappy endings at the portal.
Very, yeah.
A lot of unhappy endings. More so in football, but in basketball, it's the same thing. Basketball and baseball, because that's where the most money is. So that's where, and so we'll see. But they highlight the wins. We don't highlight the misses. And there's a lot of misses out there, a lot of losses for college basketball players who are going to end up being very upset. What is your guy Offset doing?
What is he doing now?
He's right back in the casino.
He got to get some of that money back.
He's right back
people.
in. Well, guess what? That's where you lose money.
I saw little TJ's perp walk yesterday. He was dog cussing Offset left and right as they walked him out.
The perp walk. Clearly, Offset's not good at this.
He's not.
So
he's in arrears, as we say.
Yes. So, maybe not
he
a great
shot
idea.
In arrears.
He's being sued by a casino in Detroit. $100,000 plus gambling debt.
Maybe don't give him a marker.
Right.
Haven't you heard?
Right.
It's Offset. We ain't
they've
never
heard
give you a
now.
marker.
They've heard now.
Yeah, we don't want to shoot you down the road, so we're going to take a pass on the marker.
Things are going askew for Offset.
Yeah, astray as he's catching strays.
Yes.
It just happened again, by the way. I was thinking, it'd be fun. We'll talk to Patrick Young a little bit later this morning about the Gator basketball situation.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, Patrick Young is on Fridays. See, it happened again. It feels like Friday to me. It's annoying me.
Well, that's because you'll be working tomorrow
by myself.
We're all off.
Yeah, which just seems unfair.
Yes.
It's like the Office episode where they convinced Dwight Schrute that it was a different day. So
we lost
late for work the next day.
a baseball legend. Davey Lopes passed away yesterday, 80 years young. Davey Lopes was part of an infield that was like the longest infield together, maybe in the history of baseball. It was the Penguin, Bill Russell, Davy Lopes and Steve Garvey, if I remember correctly.
I didn't realize that. I knew they were that nucleus when I was a kid. The Dodgers were a dominant team, and they were together for most of the 70s, probably into the 80s. And ultimately, Garvey would go to the Padres, and Say would go to the Cubs, and they would have playoff success with those teams. So it shows you how good those players were and the kind of locker room guys they were. And I remember Davy Lopes as being one of the premier base stealers in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my primary and really only memory of Davy Lopes was he was the base stealer of the group, and to the point that it's almost surprising to hear, because he had over 400 steals, I think. It was surprising to hear he was second in franchise history, and then you remember who's in that franchise. I'm assuming Maury Wills must be their franchise leader.
Cardi B went live.
Oh, man, back to Cardi. Back to Offset.
Very upset.
With Stefan?
Revealing before her ex, Offset, got shot. He had used over $900K on her Amex to gamble at the casino and lost it all. Now claiming it wasn't him.
Wasn't me.
All right. Yeah,
Quote,
who was it?
I saw $900K spent on my card at the casino. I knew it was him. Quote, he got what he deserved. I don't know if this is. It looks like Cardi B. I don't know if it's AI. But it's not.
He got what he deserved. Sheesh.
Well, I mean,
a scoring woman, boy.
If somebody took $900K from you,
they got shot in the butt, and they survived, I'd probably say the same thing.
You'd probably say the same thing.
Yeah, fair. So, real quick before we go to break, there's kind of a turn in the Tiger situation. He pleaded not guilty to that DUI, which seems kind of sketchy. My man, you've got that thing sideways in the middle of the road, and a couple pills just dangling in your pocket. Nobody's
during the day.
Yeah, nobody's buying, not guilty, but nonetheless. But now we learn prosecutors are seeking Tiger Woods' prescription drug records from a pharmacy a week after that vehicle crash. Prosecutors in Martin County plan to issue a subpoena seeking copies of all prescription medication records for the 15-time major champion on file at Lewis Pharmacy. They want the times the prescriptions were filled, the number of pills, the dosage amounts, and any instructions that accompanied the pills, such as warnings about driving while taking them. Neither Lewis Pharmacy nor Woods' attorney immediately responding, seeking comment. Again, he pleaded not guilty to that DUI case last week, and then stepped away and went to Europe to seek treatment. So
they're going after that doctor.
I wonder if they aren't going towards the source here as much because, again, in the although he did plead non-guilty and I guess did refuse a blood test, so I mean, perhaps you're I don't know. I don't know how you prove even no matter what pharmacy records show was doled out. I mean, you can only prove what's in a person when it takes place, right? I mean, he could tell you, I was battling, but I threw them all down the toilet, right? I mean, so anyway, just another twist and turn to what was a very complicated life and career for Tiger Woods. That's for sure. Let's talk some ball with Freddie T next.
All right, this is the drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. There are moments in every life when we're faced with a choice that could change everything.
He's going for it.
Great, glorious day.
Choose 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, beat the spring, clean and rush, and call Zero Res. It's the perfect time to clean those air ducts as you deal with allergy season, furnace and AC efficiency, post-winter, and more. Your air ducts are like the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, your indoor air suffers. Just check out the 8,000-plus Google reviews with a 4.9 rating out of a perfect 5.0. This month, take 20% off your whole home air duct cleaning. Pay less for more fresh. Here's what you do. Call 287-5727. That's 904-287-5727. Or just go online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and ask for the 1010XL special. Zero Res. Spell it forwards or backwards. It spells the same. Zero Res.
At Trinity Christian Academy, they believe every student is made for more. Their challenging curriculum, personal guidance, and more than 90% university acceptance rate help students graduate ready for what's ahead, academically, spiritually, and personally. If you're looking for a school that sees your child's full potential, TCA is ready to partner with your family. Apply at tcajax.org. tcajax.org.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Don't miss Renewal by Anderson's 1 month only sale event. Buy one replacement window or door and get the second 40% off. Plus, enjoy 0 down, no payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. It's the perfect time to upgrade with windows engineered for strength, beauty, and energy-efficient performance. Designed for Florida's unique climate, our acclaimed impact windows help keep your home cooler, quieter, and more comfortable. Offer ends April 30th. Restrictions apply. Schedule your free consultation at bestwindowsflorida.com. License CGC 1527613.
There's no doubt that we were in good hands when our son's shoulder and hip issues were diagnosed quickly by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. No matter what your orthopedic issue is, let Southeast Orthopedic Specialists take a look. You'll be glad you did.
David Garrard here. I've had the PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and my knees are really doing well. Platelet-rich plasma treatment may be the answer for whatever is hurting you.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Like many football fans in Jacksonville, I love defense. I am attorney Lee Lockett, and I'm here to tell you that defense in the courtroom is important as well. That's because penalties for DUI are much more serious than penalties on the gridiron. If you or someone you know is facing a DUI, call us for a free case analysis now. Know before you blow 858-9818. Put my more than 20 years of experience to work for you. Office is Jacksonville, serving all surrounding counties. Call 858-9818 or go to knowbeforeyoublow.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, David Garrard here. If you want a street legal golf cart that's built with quality and style, check out Dynamic Drives and Designs in Jacks Beach. They have new, used, and fully customized carts from the top brands like Atlas, Dodge, and Pilot Car. Every cart gets a complete expert inspection, so you know it's ready to hit the road. Their team can help you design the perfect custom cart that fits your style and needs. For your custom golf cart, visit dynamicdrivesdesign.com today and see your perfect ride.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by G&H Tires and Service. NFL.com lists Jacksonville as a real landing spot for giant All-Pro Dexter Lawrence to instantly boost the Jags' pass rush in 2026. Florida just landed its first 5-star O-lineman. Maxwell Hiller commits to the Gators, giving John Summerall a massive recruiting win for the 2027 class. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:08 and it's 64 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned because Jaguar legend Fred Taylor joins the drill next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein & Robbins DUI defense firm on 1010XL.
All right, crank it up. It's time to talk to Freddie T, see what's cooking here. We are 2 weeks from the draft, 2 weeks from today. A lot of life-changing moments, a lot of good stuff will be happening.
Fred, what was your draft day like? And what like, take us around.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Fred.
Well, first of all, I can go back and say this. I was not going to be in New York because I had seen guys kind of just sitting around in that room. Look, I have a problem with going to the doctor and having to, they give you an appointment time only to get you there and make you wait in the waiting room for 45 minutes.
Yeah, correct.
And my patience, as good as it is, I sort of that's where my patience runs short. So going to New York, projected first rounder, somewhere third, fourth back, they were talking back in those days. I've seen guys just have to sit in there, like the Lamar Jackson. Remember, just sitting there and sitting there, and the camera's in your face, and he's sitting there. So in order to avoid that, I decided my draft day I was just going to be with friends and family. I was at my mother's home. It was about 20 of us or so, maybe 30. I don't know, somewhere in there. And we just sort of had an old cookout, good old cookout, looking at the draft, some barbecue on the grill, some food catered, a little bit of this and that. Well, not catered. We hadn't hit it big time yet, so we weren't catering. My grandmother still was cooking. And we just kind of hung out. And I remember watching the first couple picks go by, and then I got a phone call. And on the other end of the call was a guy that said, "Hey, hello, son. This is Coach Coughlin with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think we're going to take you here with this pick. Are you ready to be a Jaguar?" Something to that extent. And I wasn't going to say no, right? I've been waiting on this for some time. So, he said, "Okay, we're going to take you here, and not until you actually hear your name called, it's official." And, man, the joy that was in that room and, the excitement. But I wasn't able to enjoy it too long because it was time to go and find a suit from the men's warehouse because I didn't own a suit.
Right.
And from there, I had to hop on a plane to come to Jacksonville for a press conference. So I got a chance to enjoy it with my family for about 45 good minutes. Before you know it, I had to get a suit and hop on a flight and be in Jacksonville for the first time.
If you had known...
Well, not the first time, but first time as a Jag.
If you had known that you were going to be going in the top 10, you'd be the number 9 pick by the Jags, would it have changed your decision on where to spend draft day?
I think I still would have been with my family.
Okay.
I mean, look, New York was always out of the question. That just seemed a bit more embarrassing. I don't like I've never liked attention. I don't know if you guys know me, but I'm sure you do after all these years. But I've never been the one to like attention. I've never wanted that focus to be on me unless I had to determine if we were going to win or lose the game. Yeah, but media, camera attention, that was just never me. So I didn't care for New York in that manner. So it was going to always be with my family, regardless of, the projection. The good thing is, being projected that high, I was able to watch the draft. Other than that, I never really just watched the draft, right?
Right.
I just wanted to go the first day. And I think back in those days, it was the top first 3 rounds, I believe, or first 4 rounds back in those days. Or something like that. So, yeah, but my draft day was the best it could have possibly gotten, just to be able to enjoy it with my family, friends. I could see those life-altering moments, the excitement. And after I went, I told my grandmother I would buy her a home, and that's exactly what happened.
So you understand what Fernando Mendoza's doing then and going through. He's decided as well he wants to stay at home and celebrate with family and friends in Miami.
It's not easy for his mother to get around, right? To be a part of that. I'm sure that plays into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know what? It's hard to. I do understand what he's going through. I mean, he's just seen that he's family is at his core. He's faith-based, and just the stock that he comes from, his makeup, the goodness you see flowing through him. As a teammate, just as a human, the things that he says in his interviews, I wouldn't expect anything less. Now, it's rare that you find a number 1 pick not in New York. I don't believe I've seen that, unless you guys can point it out.
Well, only
jog my memory, but
COVID year, Trevor was at home, but nobody was. Yeah.
Mine is COVID year. That's, if we, but it's kind of it's unlikely and very like I said, rare and unusual for the number 1 selection to not be in New York, because it actually throws off the NFL push to promote and market the draft. Right? You want to have your number 1 in there to do the handshake and the hug and take the photo op with the commissioner, raise that number 1 jersey. So it doesn't happen otherwise. Usually the top 5 guys are in the building. But either case, if he is the number 1, then, it doesn't matter where he is. The pick will be the pick. And his heart and these memories are for him to enjoy and for his family to enjoy. I'm sure they'll have a ton of cameras posted up where we'll all be able to see it. But again, it's his call, and I hope that this experience, will be the best experience he has.
You guys remember the last presumptive number 1 pick who didn't go to the draft live?
Was it Trevor?
It was Trevor. Yeah.
That's what we said.
Oh, you said that right. I'm sorry. I was looking at a running back.
That's
list.
okay. That's all right. That's all
Yeah,
right.
but it's an asterisk. We got to put an asterisk next to Trevor because it's COVID year.
Well, it was 21. A little deep. Yeah, for sure.
So anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Fred,
I wanted to ask you guys though. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask you if you. I know you like the game of golf. How much of the Masters are you a fan of? Will you sit and watch a lot of the Masters? Is that something that's appointment TV for you?
Oh no, that's I had a bigger golf itch prior to creating the pivot and being gone all the time. My golf itch, I sit there, I watch the Masters, all 4 days. I just watch it through and through. And now it's kind of like, okay, I tune in when I tune in. I'll get some highlights on my phone through notifications. But Sunday is always like the big day, unless I see someone's like way out there in the lead, and it's like, all right, it's not worth it. But Scheffler's been, Scotty's been terrorizing all of those golfers consistently the past couple years. I haven't really been dialed in this year, but if I had to pull, a player from a hat and take a guess, I would assume Scotty's still on the top of his game. I know Rory's usually there, but Rory been falling off ever since he's been going back and forth between PGA and Live Golf and all that different stuff. But I don't know, man. Maybe I will tune in. I got a lot of Masters stuff. My wife's uncle, he lives in Augusta.
Oh.
He knows the game. He's a real hustler, Mr. JR, one of the best human beings. But he has tickets every year for me. I get the gear. Every year I have about 10 Masters polos, all of the hats every year. So I collect Masters paraphernalia. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, enjoy the golf.
Yeah,
I know
I'm on it.
Yeah, I know we're going to enjoy it as well. And so just another thing that we have in common with the former
Did you guys have your liquid chlorophyll this morning? Did you take your lemon drops or ginger shots or anything this morning?
Just straight caffeine for me, brother.
Yeah, I'm drinking my Propel.
I
dabble in the chlorophyll.
I assume immediately no. I just got crickets.
It's a little bit of
the liquid chlorophyll is almost like a caffeine. What you got? Coffee?
I'm coffee. I'm just straight up old school coffee. Yeah. Right out of, right.
No pivot performance energy at least? I can look you guys up.
Just old man coffee, Fred. That's what I got here. Just a mug of old man coffee.
You straight black, you put protein in it, creamer, sugar.
A little creamer, a little sugar. Yeah, a little cream and sugar. We give it a little kick, but yeah, we just roll with the coffee. I do. I don't know how Hicken does it. He has no caffeine.
That's not true. I go home at lunch and I have a nice
I'm
Diet
talking about
Coke.
in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good to go.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I get my Propel. I get my.
Higgins cut from a different cloth.
That's for sure.
He's always wired. He's cut from a different cloth. He chooses when he wants to mellow down.
That's true.
Whenever he's mellow, it's by choice.
There you go.
Thank you, Freddie.
Truer words have never been spoken. Fred, appreciate it as always, my brother. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Fred.
We'll see you guys in a minute.
All right, there he goes. That's our guy, Fred Taylor, a Thursday morning running back this week, and we're good with it. I told you, man, they're a little bit stricter up there at Augusta. It doesn't matter who you are. Mark Calcavecchia is
major champion.
Yeah, a major champion and not immune to the policies of Augusta, as it's revealed that Calc was kicked off the grounds earlier this week. Yeah, he's using his phone during a practice round that goes against the tournament's rules, a strict no phone policy.
I said, hey, buddy, can't have a phone here. He said, I don't care.
No,
Get on out of here.
no,
He's a previous champion?
Not
Not in
there.
the match.
He won a PGA, I think, or a British, one of the two. I think he won a PGA and he blew the British to Greg Norman. I think it's the calc story. He told Golf Week, by the way, I got nothing negative to say about Augusta National and the Masters, so I think we should literally hang up right now. It's like the Church of Scientology up there.
You ain't going to mess with those
Yeah,
guys.
I got nothing to say. It's my bad. Nothing to see here. Who knows? When's the last time we saw, I'm going to throw you a name, Dan. And I know how we are. Sometimes 3 years feels like 10. Sometimes 15 years feels like 5.
Okay.
When's the last time you heard from, estimate Charlie Reimer? Not Chris Reimer. Remember Charlie Reimer was
sure.
a
He was
TV commentator?
Yeah.
Has it been 15 years, 10 years? Charlie Reimer was caught using his phone outside the
Never heard
broadcast
from again.
the broadcast center at Augusta in 2011. He was asked to leave the premises, and I'm not sure he's been seen again.
Oh, my God.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is our house. Our house. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Our house. Hey, this is our house. This is where we live.
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer. How do they earn that? By treating you right. I was just in there. I promise you they treated me right. They'll always treat you right. Courtesy, respect, and fairness. That sounds like a cliche, but it really is part of Nimnick's treating you right guarantee, and I'm an example of it. I love going over there, and I really do trust them. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, head to Nimnick today. Better selection, better prices. Who delivers both? Nobody but Nimnick. Head there today. GMC, we are professional grade.
Mike Dempsey. If you're thinking about a bathroom upgrade, maybe turning that old tub into a safer walk-in shower, check out 5 Star Bath Solutions. I shopped around, talked to several companies, and I chose 5 Star because their customer service was simply incredible. Responsive, honest, upfront about the entire project, and their pricing was even better than expected. When you're ready for a fresh look, better comfort, and a bathroom space you'll love using every day, schedule your free consultation at 5starbathsolutions.com and get the 5-star experience.
Sent in, and Sporting Jacks breaks through first.
For the latest on Jacksonville's pro soccer teams, join the Sporting Jacks Coaches Show, presented by Honda of the Avenues, every Tuesday night at 6 on 1010 AM and 1010XL.com.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years, and our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Hello, I'm Ed Jackson, president of Ned Jackson Income Tax. Ned Jackson Income Tax has been preparing tax returns in Jacksonville for over 80 years. Our tax preparers at Ned Jackson Income Tax have years of knowledge and experience to help you get your highest possible tax refund and are fully trained on all IRS updates, including the One Big Beautiful Bill. Visit one of Ned Jackson's 4 locations, including our downtown office at 255 North Liberty Street. That's Ned Jackson Income Tax, 356-0349.
Do you want to grow your career with a company that's committed to growing with you? Florida Home AC has aggressive plans to double their workforce, and they're looking for determined, resourceful people with initiative. Just log on to FloridaHomeAC.com/careers to find out more.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. Termites, chinch bugs, roaches. It's their time of year to shine. Preventative maintenance is a heck of a lot cheaper than treating an active infestation. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule your free estimate.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
one of the great fight songs in all of the land. This is coming from a fight song expert, yours truly. I can rattle them off, you know. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. You don't get this whole prelude usually. Once they score, they go right to this part. To the victors, valiant hail, to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and
we could just sweatshirt.
Hail to the victors, valiant
I love Jake and all,
to the
come on,
conquering
man.
heroes, hail, hail.
I mean, I expect it from Jake, and it should be well voiced. But I mean, what I got to get you a Michigan toboggan over there? You need a ski cap?
You know me. Here's to the orange blue.
There we go.
Forever.
Sure.
We're gonna fight for old Florida.
Sure. Fight song hour here on the drill.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, I don't.
What's up, Big Jake?
Yeah, I don't say this like flippantly. I'm not trying to be funny. It's been. Give me the perspective that you have. It's a unique one inside of that program. It's been tumultuous from the day that you signed, to where you are now, and then contrast that with it feels like it's kind of a new, almost a new starting point now.
Yeah, I had a great connection with a lot of the old staff, a lot of the position coaches, and obviously like seeing some of them leave kind of hurt. But then we just got a new staff, a lot more disciplines, and I think it's going to be a good direction for the program. I'm happy for hopefully some stability.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I like the coach though. He's a good dude, man. That's
it's a winner.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a good fit up there. So I look forward to it. Also wanted to give a shout out, man. Really proud of you, man. Really proud. I mean, that's a tough. I mean, Jake's a kid. Grew up down here in PV. Went up to Michigan by his lonesome. Weathered the storm. Went through the the whole process, dealing with the winter, going to class. It ain't easy. Grinded through it and starting offensive lineman for the Michigan Wolverines. And, man, I don't watch offensive linemen often, Jake, but I would flip on Saturdays, and if I saw Michigan on, I would watch the big fella. I'd watch you. You look good to me, man. Did you have a good year? You feel good about where you are?
Thank you. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel good. So moving from right guard back to center now.
Mm-hmm.
And then just picking up the new offense, which I think is a lot easier from coming from a college playbook to another college playbook instead of coming out of high school. But, yeah, it's a lot more simplified and just kind of doing my best to pick it up as fast as I can.
Well, and to that point, Jake is having his first annual Jake Warnera Youth Football Camp down here. It's open. They're going to open it up to about 150 kids. We'll give them all the particulars here in just a minute, Jake. Just tell me where the idea came from and what you kind of plan on doing down here at Ponte Vedra High School at the end of May.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I always wanted to do a camp and kind of didn't know what charity I wanted to do. And then I had a chance to train with the Green Berets last summer through an internship from Michigan. And I found the Special Forces Trust, which is dedicated to taking care of our Special Forces soldiers and their families from transitioning from service back into civilian life. So that's something that I wanted to support. And then the camp will be May 30th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Ponte Vedra High School, and it's open to ages 6 through 14, grades 1 through 8. And it's going to be a good time. Just going to have the kids out, be able to work with them, teach them the game, and then have fun during the camp. We got some competitions too for some prizes and things like that.
Man, that's awesome. And yeah, so it's a 1-day event. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so, why do something like this?
I just wanted to give back to the community.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Florida for 8 to 9 years, and I just loved the Ponte Vedra area and the Jacksonville area. So I want to do something for the kids, just to be able to have some fun for a day and be able to interact with some of these college guys that are coming back. We got some guest coaches coming back with Jamie French, who played at Mandarin,
Mm-hmm.
and then Colin Hurley, the Trinity Christian quarterback. And then we'll have 3 PV guys, Reese Beck, Brody McLeod, and Wyatt Rogers.
Oh, well, Wyatt. Love Wyatt. Hey, so Ponte Vedra football field, Ponte Vedra High School, 1st through 8th grade, basically 6th through 14, first 150. So how do I sign up if I want to sign up, Jake?
Yeah, so I have actually an Instagram page. It's Jake Guarnera, so Jake, and then Guarnera, and then it's FB Camp.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an Instagram page there, and then or also you can go to my main Instagram page, which is j.guarnera_, and you can find the post that I put up, and there's a link to a website, and then you can sign up on there, and all proceeds will go to the Special Forces Trust.
Jake, did you play any power forward growing up when you were a kid, middle school or high school, and along those lines? How much basketball fever did you catch watching your basketball brethren go win it all?
How cool was that?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Ann Arbor was pretty sick after that, so I was actually in town, and then we had a practice the next day, so
oh dear,
couldn't be out late, but just went on the street, and there's a little it was a celebration on the street, and it was pretty crazy. So
did you go to the arena to watch it, or did you stay at home with the boys? And where did you watch the game?
No, so I watched it at my buddy's apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and right outside the apartment's kind of where everyone goes outside on the street.
Okay.
So we watched it there, and then we went outside with all the other people.
Did you climb a light pole?
They're not afraid to burn those couches up there either. Hank. They'll burn a couch in Ann
I
Arbor,
don't think
too.
I can climb a light pole right now.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, that was not the kind of paparazzi publicity that you want, Jake.
Where are we, Jake? Where are we in spring ball? How far along are we at Michigan?
We're at practice 11, so we have this week, and then next Saturday is our spring game.
Okay.
And
Do
then
y'all
after
do
that,
a regular game? There's so many different formats that different coaches choose to use. Would you do?
Yeah, it's pretty similar to a regular game. It's just the first 2 quarters are like a running clock, and then the last 2 are normal, or it might be flipped. But
gotcha.
And then there's limited special teams things that we do. So it's a lot of opportunity for the younger guys to go out and play. Since most of the starters will only get limited reps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How do you tell me how the spring has gone for you guys for the team?
It's been going good.
Yeah,
it's been going good. It's been a little bit of adjustment, just learning the new coaching staff and how their style of coaching, and then the new practice schedule. But I think we've meshed well with them.
I'm gonna take a little peek-see here, Jake, real quick at the schedule and see what we got here. Oklahoma, right, second game of the year. We got Iowa at home. Penn State's at home.
What about
Indiana?
Big Ten power Indiana.
Indiana's at home.
What in the world is going on up there? I don't even want to get down that rabbit hole.
Indiana,
anyway,
Jake.
Yeah.
Indiana. Oh, man.
All right. When do they play them? Is that at home or away?
Indiana's at home. They do go to Outson Stadium in Eugene, Oregon.
When Jake signed with Michigan, I promise you that the big game against Indiana midseason never crossed his mind. I promise you that.
You got a lot of rivalry games in that
That's
Michigan
a good schedule.
State.
That'd be a fun one.
They got UCLA. They of course go to Ohio State. So what are your thoughts on the schedule, Jake?
I mean, I think it's a tough schedule, but if you want to, this is the schedule you need if you want to compete for a national championship.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, it's what it's all about. Tell me about what. How do you feel about? I know you're going through some changes and stuff with the coaches, and we talked about that. But what about the dudes? Where are we at? What kind of team do you have? Do you think you got a team that can compete?
I think we do. That was kind of part of the reason why I came back after entering the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to lead these guys and play with these guys. So. I think we got a pretty good team.
I hope they paid you some good cash to stay too, Jake. I hope you got some money, man. I hope they're taking care of you up there. I think you probably know who Phil Troutwine is, don't you?
I mean,
yes, sir.
This guy's recruiting on the air
I'm
now.
not recruiting him. I'm just asking if he knows who Phil Troutwine is.
Now I know why you sang the song coming in.
I lure him in.
Yeah, you lure him in.
I lure him in, and then I get him.
Yeah, and then you bust the orange and blue song.
No, I'm telling you, I got a lot of respect for Jake sticking it out up there and playing ball at Michigan. I think he's what college football is all about. I'm really excited.
Watch out for those Hoosiers.
Yeah, you got what? They're good, man.
You telling me?
Hey,
that's
Jake,
unbelievable.
I know you. when you watched Indiana in I believe it was the Rose Bowl, you know who the offensive players of the game were? The offensive line.
Yeah, the O-line.
Yeah.
They gave it to the center.
Yeah, the Coogan guy, right? Coogan, is that his name? He was like a Notre Dame transfer. Yeah, man. So, pretty good football player. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's go over the camp one more time. It's coming up at the end of May, right? We want to tell everybody the end of May 30th. Yeah. It's a one-day event, real easy, real fun. One morning, you get a bunch of stuff. They got goodie bags, signed picture from Jake. Lots of different guys going to be down there that you can meet. On-field instruction, just the idea to be around guys who are playing at a high level Division I college football and learn some football stuff will be great. So I want to do it. How do I get involved? Tell them again.
Yeah. So the two Instagram pages, Jake Guarnera, JakeGuarnera, FB Camp. And then there's a post with a link in the bio. There you can go and sign up on that. And then also on my main Instagram page, j.guarnera _, and there's a sign up link in my bio as well.
All right, my man. Well, we appreciate it. Sign up for that camp. It'll be a lot of fun, and we'll get you on again before the camp. Jake, what's your hardest class this semester? What are we taking?
Probably the one that's the hardest, but I like it the most, is Econ 102.
Econ 102. That's a
Teach Dan
beat.
some things when you come back.
Let me tell you something, Jake. That's called supply and demand, buddy. Supply and
there you
demand.
go. That's where Eco ended.
And that's what Dave Denslow's taught at University of Florida and taught us about tulips right off the rip.
Well, don't get him started about GNP. You don't want to do that.
No, we'll do it all. Hey, man, we love you. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work, Big Jake.
Good catching up, Jake.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, we'll see you soon. Jake Guarnera. We'll get him in studio when he gets home, too, as well.
Let's get him in a Jags jersey one day. Who knows?
That'd be awesome, man.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be awesome. Good kid.
All right, let's take a quick break. As always, we got more content than we do airtime. We want to keep on track because you'll hear Masters updates on the station all day
long.
long.
Already screwed that up.
Yeah. We did?
Oh, way over.
They're not in the show. We didn't screw it up. See, again.
What happened?
This is the drill.
Who's leading the match?
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Owning a house is kind of like being in an argument with your house. One day, it's the AC saying, I'm tired. The next day, it's the plumbing going, good luck finding that leak. Then the septic system joins the conversation. And nobody likes what it has to say. That's when you call Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. One team that handles all three, plumbing, septic, and air conditioning. So the next time your house tries to win the argument, call Duck Duck Rooter. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hey, it's the event everybody's waiting for now at Beard's Diamonds. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands. Now for a limited time, when you buy his wedding band, you get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. Save up to $10,000. Whoa. You about to get married, been married for years, thinking it's time for an upgrade? Nothing that symbolizes your love more than the wedding band. Beards has hundreds and hundreds of bands, top designers, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold, plain bands, pave set, eternity bands, wide, modern, with or without diamonds, hammered, brushed, engraved. Come to Beards now and find the wedding band that reflects your style and your personality. Buy one, get the second one free. Man, the big box corporate jewelry stores, they can't do this. But Beards can, and it's happening now through April 19th. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. I say shop local, shop Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center.
Springtime is the perfect time to get your home organized. Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and I love our closets from Closets by Design. They create custom storage systems designed around how you actually live. From closets and garages to entertainment centers, laundry rooms, and storage for any space and budget. Make an appointment to tour their showroom on Phillips Highway and get 40% off plus an extra 15% off free installation and 18-month special financing. Schedule your free consultation at 904-878-9393 or find them online, closetsbydesign.com.
Look good, play good. Prosser here for Live Forever Golf. When it comes time to get ready to go to the golf course, there is just one thing in my closet I'm reaching for, and it's LFG. It's Live Forever Golf. The very best in variety. The fit's terrific. The fashion is incredible. Whether it's a golf shirt, polo, whether it's a pullover, shorts, pants, belts, hats, accessories. It's a local company right here in Jacksonville, and you need to check them out online. Keep looking good to play good at liveforevergolf.com.
All right, sports fans, Hicken here, and let's talk skin. Beaches Dermatology reminding you all to wear your sunscreen. Summer's almost here, gang, and that means more time outside. You're grabbing the clubs for your tee time. You're heading out to the boat. Just headed to the beach. Definitely bring the sunscreen. Hey, Mother's Day is coming up, so get your lady a gift card for some skincare. We know women love their skin. Beaches Dermatology, give them a call. I've been seeing them for years, and my skin thanks me for it. Call today online at beachesdermatology.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg, the president of Underwoods. Clayton, I know you're the head diamond buyer at Underwoods, and you travel to the markets to buy diamonds. Why don't you just look at an emailed list and have them send you the diamond?
Frank, there are a couple of reasons we go straight to the source when we're selecting the diamonds we want to put the Underwood name on. First, as an expert diamond buyer, I have to see a diamond before I can really judge its beauty versus the price it's being offered at. Second, when we're at the source, we have huge selections to choose our diamonds from, so we don't have to compromise the Underwood quality standard. The result is we control what goes into our diamond stock instead of allowing a diamond dealer to send us what he wants us to have. The bottom line is we're able to offer our customers carefully selected, beautiful diamonds that we're proud to have carry the Underwood name.
Underwoods, serving excellence since 1928 in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
Hey, gang, Hicken here, and it's my turn. TopDressing.com is coming to do my lawn, man. Let me tell you a couple things about Top Dressing. I met with their staff. They're great people. Locally operated right here in Jax. And listen, only one of the few negatives of living in the Sunshine State's that grass at the house, right? That St. Augustine grass. Ugh. I can't wait to have their proprietary process go to work for me. I'm getting them on the schedule. It's easy, and you can too. You want to truly transform that lawn and look like a golf course, and I'll be reporting back. I'm telling you. I'm excited. Call today for a free estimate and top dress that lawn like the pros do with topdressing.com. That's topdressing.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Jose Marie Olazabal, or Olazabal.
Olazabal.
Or Olazabal.
Olazabal. Used to be a Lozball back in the day.
Is leading the Masters.
Yeah.
What a story
Should go
it would
well.
be.
What do you do, Eagle 2 or something?
Oh, he's 1 under through 2.
Okay. Made a birdie on the par 5, number 2. A lot of them will.
Yeah. Ortiz now 4 over through 3.
From the
bad day to be Ortiz.
From the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Dang, I had Denslow in 2003. I ain't nothing. We had him. Hick had him in 83. I had him in 85.
Dave Denslow, baby.
He can't still be there.
He can't be there.
No. I mean, that was 40 years ago that I had him, and he was already
Let me tell you what
40.
He's Oppo Professor Dan. That dude, you walked in that class, Eco 1, and he just hit it running, man. And you're like writing stuff down.
Yeah,
you're like,
the Eco was one of those that fell into the category of you go to the first day, and then you realize, oh, wait, they have these on tape?
He's a professor emeritus in the Department of Economics, specialized in macroeconomics.
How old is he?
Earned a PhD in 1974 and an MS in 1966 from Yale.
Yeah, I believe it. He
boogied, man.
He's not. Emeritus means what? You still get paid like a professor, but you don't have to show up. Is that what that is?
He's got contact information
Well,
over
good
there.
for him.
Got a number. Denslow 1942 at Outlook.com if you want to talk to him.
It was both that one, the
Still
economics.
looks the same to me.
Yeah, he does. Hadn't changed much at all. There was that one, and there was also a marketing that was also in that same big auditorium, and both of those you could watch on tape. And this was new for me, so inevitably you would just skip the class and blow it off all year, and then you'd go over to that dadgum video room, and you'd have to cram videos and never catch up and understand what's going on.
I bet you these are some hell of a reads. He authored several influential works, the Florida Price of Living Index, a report to the Florida legislature.
Okay.
Can't wait to dive into that one.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Light reading.
Or the Economy of Florida in 1990. His research contributions also include publications on NAFTA, interest rates, and sugar production.
Again, sounds like riveting stuff.
Dave Denslow, man.
He's not going to be breaking down like the spring football roster.
Let me tell you something. Dave was the man.
Yeah, GDP, GNP, that's all I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Slide something or other.
I don't save stuff.
I just try and balance a checkbook. That was enough economics in college for me. I'm not going into this field. I'm just taking this because it's a prereq.
Voodoo economics?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Anyone?
I'm surprised, to be honest with you. I don't remember being real good at that whole economics thing, but I ended up getting a good grade. But I don't know. Maybe it was.
I don't know what I got.
That was like Eco 2000, right? That was like the bottom line.
It was like the intro to Eco.
Everybody had to take it pretty much.
You had to take it.
Yeah.
But I just remember, man, right off the rip, he dove into tulips right off the top.
Yeah.
Supply and demand, charts and all.
Yeah. And you forget, like, you go to college thinking you're a man.
Yeah.
But then you look back and you realize just how young and inexperienced and that you were. You were a kid, man. So, anyway, good times. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. More Jaguars, more prep sports, more Gators, more Knowles, more dogs, more golf. Plus original podcasts from your favorite 1010XL personalities. 1010XL.com.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval.
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now. Fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based Market Max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
Fight night is here. Join Dan and I at UNF Arena for Guns N' Hoses, Saturday, April 18th. You want to be a part of the pugilistic festivities? Go to GNHJacks.com and get your tickets now. It's Guns N' Hoses, Saturday, April 18th.
Hey there, ET here with 1010XL. And here's a little how to be cool secret. No need to wait for an anniversary or a birthday. I just simply dial up Kuhn Flowers and send someone something special for absolutely no reason. It's really fun. And I can do it online at KuhnFlowers.com.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McManus here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial Pound Law or check out forthepeople.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
As we welcome you back, I have an old man moment question, so I want to ask the young Googans just to bear with me. This won't take long.
Are you going to scream in the clouds?
I was thinking that we need an
alert that we're about to go
an old man moment alert. Eek, if you could work on that, I don't need it right now, but
just
in the
a
next
sounder.
Like an old man yelling at the sky, or
right.
And
Like me,
you can just play it.
Me griping about what Sports Center looks like.
Just
get over it, old man.
Yeah, it's like an old man moment.
Okay.
All right. So this is an old man moment. But my question to you is this: back when they had the Battle of the Network Stars, which was a big deal for us in the 70s, and if you saw, and you know these two actors.
That, by the way, never gets old. That should be going on all the time. There should always be Battle of the Network Stars.
But they could do like Netflix and HBO and Apple and Hulu.
Or the cast of Breaking Bad against the cast of Game of Thrones. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff you could do there. Probably can't pay them enough. People are too rich. They make too much money, do what they do to do the extra.
But if you had Robert, you remember Robert Conrad?
Sure.
Right? Robert Conrad, Bye Bye Black Sheep, or he was Pappy Boyington, I think was his name, or something like that. And also had the battery, Knock It Off, I Dare You. He was a bad A, though.
Yeah,
Robert Bobby Conrad.
Sure.
And then you had Welcome Back Cotter's own Gabe Kaplan.
Sure.
Gabe Kaplan, you know. Kind of a curly-haired, I don't know the term, but anyway, kind of, not in great shape.
No.
Just kind of soft, pudgy.
Sure.
If you had those two guys getting ready to run, you'd think Bobby Conrad's going to wax that guy.
You would think.
Yeah, so I
Conrad's probably a little significantly older, no? Maybe a little bit older?
No, I can't. He didn't look too older than this one. I came across this right here. I got Gabe Kaplan and Bobby Conrad getting ready, Robert Conrad getting ready, a little sprint on some track. There they go. Bobby Conrad takes off like a bat out of hell. And I watch old Gabe Kaplan come around the bend here and just outrun that old man and just track him down and blow him away.
I love that Robert Conrad is down in like the sprinter. He's down in the blocks, and Kaplan's just kind of standing up and getting ready to run.
Robert Conrad couldn't believe. I bet Robert Conrad wanted to go over there. And then I got Epstein and all the boys running up to hug him.
The Welcome Back Cotter gang. Conrad has got to be, he's probably 10. He looked like because he had him like for the first half.
Yeah.
But he ran out of steam. Old man ran out of steam.
But Kaplan was in decent enough shape that he finished.
Well, he wasn't the kind of the more overweight, softer version of himself there. He looked more lanky than he did pudgy. Guy, you think of Gabe, I almost called him Kapler.
Let's see.
Kaplan is
about 10 years difference.
Yeah, 10 years.
That's fair.
That's what happened there. Yep. That was 50-year-old ran into 40-year-old, or 45-year-old ran into 35, and he didn't.
Anyway, that's an old man moment. None of you know what that is, but I wanted to
that's
bounce that off, Jeff. That concludes your old man moment.
I got
being youth and hot and happening.
I got something that you forget how valid it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When did O.J. Simpson set the record for rushing in a season? Was it 72 or 73? What year was it? Was it 74?
No, I think it was before that.
73?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
the
so
2,000-yard season.
the 2,000-yard season.
Yeah, it was right around.
I don't think it was 72 because that was the Dolphins' undefeated season. It wouldn't. I don't think it would have. I don't think those both happened in the same.
On Twitter, Dave Denslow was great. I had him in 1985. I had Denslow in 1977.
I had him in 85.
Okay.
So that guy would have been in school. Maybe we were in the class together.
You
maybe,
and Swamp Lizard.
Maybe me and Swamp Lizard were in the video room watching him together.
Yeah. Anyway, go back to what you were saying. O.J. Simpson. Orenthal James Simpson.
Yeah, I want to see O.J. Simpson.
I think it's 73 is my guess.
Mine too. 2,000-yard season.
73.
1973. Okay, so I want you to think about this in today's terms, okay?
14 games, by the way, 2,003 yards.
So in 1973, O.J. Simpson was the baddest NFL player on the planet.
He's also a murderer.
No, I know all that.
Oh, okay.
Forget all that. This
Wanted
is
to make
pre-murder, so it in ways will make you understand even more.
Mm-hmm.
I got sucked into an old school disaster flick yesterday, Hick.
Okay.
Like the 1970s ET were famous for, it was like the disaster era. It was Airport and Earthquake and Poseidon Adventure. And the one I watched yesterday was Towering Inferno. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Towering Inferno came out. You remember the movie?
Yeah, Steve McQueen, I think.
Yeah, Steve McQueen is in it and Paul Newman.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just about this big, the tallest building ever built. And they,
fire.
They did shortcuts here and there, and it caught fire, and to the disaster of trying to escape alive. So, anywho, I look up the Towering Inferno. I want to know some info about it. So, the Towering Inferno came out in 1974.
Okay.
Which tells you it was probably filmed and produced in 1973. No, or at the very least.
Sure.
Okay. It was the highest grossing film of 1974.
Okay.
So it was the biggest movie of 1974.
Was it Juice in it?
He was a major character in the movie was O.J. Simpson's character. So this dude, okay, I knew he was an actor and I knew he was well-rounded, but this dude at one point just ran for 2,000 yards while he is a pretty main character in the top grossing film of the year. So that just shows you the fall from grace. Like we know the Hertz commercial and the Naked Gun, but that the fact that you're shattering an NFL record and then like 3 months later taking a pretty big role in the #1 movie of the year. By the way, 8 Academy Award nominations, none for OJ. Damn, and it won 2 or 3. It did not.
You know, in that year, their opener was in New England.
Okay,
he went 29 for 250.
Good start.
Then they went to the Chargers. He went 22 for 103. And they played the Jets, 24 for 123. Then they played the Eagles, 27 for 171. Then they played the Colts, 22 for 166. They went down to Miami. Remember, they never beat the Dolphins in the 70s, the Bills. 0 for the 70s. 14 for 55. The Dolphins, the first team to hold them under 100. Bounced back.
He's way behind pace here. He must have a heck of a finish.
Oh, he's 166, 171, 123, 103, and 250.
That's
350,
yeah, only 14 games.
50, 620, 720, 780. He's about 850 yards.
How many yards? How many games?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that's way behind 2,000. Yeah, 12 would be 1,700. You get it. Well,
all right.
a little.
Well, then the next week he went for 157.
Yeah, you need to go about 165 probably.
Then the only 2 other games he went under 100, he got 79 against the Saints and 99 against the Bengals. Then he went 120, 124, 137, 219, and 200 against the Jets.
219, 200 got him to the 2,000.
Yeah.
Whose record did Peyton break for single game rushing? When Walter Payton went for 275, remember that? Wasn't it 275 he went for?
Well, OJ went 250. That probably was
I think
it.
he broke, on my point, did Walter Payton break O.J. Simpson's single-game rushing record? Didn't Payton go for 275? Does that sound right?
Yes, that does sound right.
And he set that record in like the mid-70,
275 against the Vikings.
And that was like 75
and 77.
77.
Yeah.
So OJ...
He was the NFL MVP, went for 1852 that year.
That's still a 14-game schedule. Or no, it was right at it, actually.
77, was it? Yeah, 14 games.
Yeah, 78, I think, was the first 16-game schedule.
Mm-hmm. He led the NFL in carries, yards, and touchdowns that season.
And was it OJ's record that he broke? It doesn't reference that. I want to say, though, it was O.J. Simpson's record. It may have been Jim Brown's, though. I'm not sure who had the single-game rushing record.
I think it was O.J. I don't think Jim Brown ever went for 250.
He didn't.
Let's look.
All right.
Most rushing yards in a game, NFL history. Adrian Peterson, of course, 296.
Right. It's been broken since then.
295 of Jamal Lewis. Then the one that doesn't belong, Jerome Harrison, for 286.
God, it's crazy.
Then Corey Dillon had 278.
Yeah.
Walter had 275. Juice had 273 and 76 against Buffalo.
Yeah, I knew it was. I thought it was even closer because I remember
They beat it by 2. Sean Alexander, 266. Jamal Charles, 259. Saquon had a 255 2 years ago. Jonathan Taylor against the Jags went for 253, the 10th best game ever.
Freddie did 234?
Yeah, Freddie's is...
At Pittsburgh, 234, was it?
Yeah, Freddie was... Where is there? There's Fred. Yeah, 234, the 29th best. He and Tiki Barber.
Wow. All right, let's turn our attention to the 9 o'clock hour. Get a check of the Nasty. Is that what you're saying? We'll get a check of that Masters leaderboard. We're getting some guys out on the course now.
Got a couple jokes for you.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, here we go.
Stick around. And by that, I mean don't run away. Next.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, buckle up your chin strap.
Blitz! You gotta blitz them!
1010XL.
You blitz all night!
Jacksonville Sports Radio.
We are gonna blitz like Dick Butkus.
I'm Frank Frangie with the Nimnik Nugget. Tip of the cap to Micah Handlockton. Micah announced that he's going to the portal if he gets his waiver and can keep playing college basketball and will leave the Florida Gators. Number one, that tells me they're probably getting Ruben Chinyelu back and he doesn't want to come off the bench again. But number two, what a great job he did. Giving up his red shirt, we thought, helped Florida win a national championship a year ago. Mike is a great teammate. Mike is a great Gator. And a tip of the cap to now former Gator center, Micah Handlockton. I'm Frank Frangie for the Nimnik family of dealership. Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be Jacksonville's #1 Buick GMC dealer. How do they earn that? By treating you right. I was just in there. I promise you they treated me right. They'll always treat you right. Courtesy, respect, and fairness. That sounds like a cliche, but it really is part of Nimnik's treating you right guarantee, and I'm an example of it. I love going over there, and I really do trust them. So if you're looking for a pre-owned vehicle or a new vehicle, head to Nimnik today. Better selection, better prices. Who delivers both? Nobody but Nimnik. Head there today. GMC, we are professional grade.
It's the event everyone waits for. Now at Beard's Diamonds. Buy one, get one free on all wedding bands. Save up to $10,000. Beard's has case after case of designer bands for men and women. White gold, yellow gold, rose gold, titanium, and platinum. Buy his, get hers free. Buy hers, get his free. The big box corporate jewelry stores can't do this, but Beard's can. Buy one wedding band, get the second one free. Now through April 19th. Beard's Diamonds, your local jeweler at St. John's Town Center.
Hey, gang, if, like mine, your lawn took a beating this winter, listen up. Turn like I did to my friends at Julington Creek Pest Control. If you live out in St. Johns County, you know they're the bellwether. They're the standard, and they've just started the first of 3 rounds of premium granular fertilizer. No cheap liquid fertilizer here. No custom blended for Northeast Florida's lawns. Their certified technicians give that slow-release nutrients, rebuilding your lawn thick, strong, and green over time. Plus, they protect your home from pests and termites as well. Call Julington Creek Pest Control today. Our family serving yours since 1984.
He used to lay the lumber on the field.
No, I'm not a quarterback, but I like eating quarterbacks for breakfast.
Now he lays his opinions on Jaguars Today. Tom McManus. Fridays on 1010XL. Opened by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
It's Guggen time. You and a partner have a chance to play in this year's Coastal Equipment Guggen Open, April 27th at the Golf Club of Southampton. Text Guggen to 641-1010 to the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Enjoy a cigar from Tobacco Cove. Check out the topdressing.com super vehicle. Get some great gold swag from liveforevergolf.com. Enjoy a Chick-fil-A breakfast and lunch from Dandy Foods, thanks to a head digital transformation and McHugh Health and Wellness.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Best Bet is number one. That's right, Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine have one-card poker, the fastest and easiest card game to learn and play. Play one card at a time, and the highest card wins even money. If the card values are the same, it's time for war, just like the game you remember. You must be 18 years or older to play. Learn all the games at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Baker Glass. NBC sports analyst and ex-Buccaneer QB Chris Sims expects Trevor Lawrence to excel next season.
I would expect this to be the most consistent, best year of Trevor Lawrence's career yet.
Paulo Banchero dropped 20 as the Magic beat Minnesota, Orlando's fourth straight win, pushing them to 7th in the East with 2 road games left. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:06 and it's 67 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller. The 9 o'clock nasty is next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time.
Oh, Mr. Nasty time.
The nasty time.
I have the stuff that you want. I am the thing that you need. She looked me deep in the eyes. She touching me so to start. She says there's no turning back. She got me yelling. I'm the thing that you know. The thing that you know.
Tom Watson says if he were PGA Tour commissioner, he'd make the players who left for LIV and wanted to come back play Korn Ferry for a year.
They're not far away from having to do that. Patrick Reed's over playing the World Tour. He'd probably he wouldn't make quite as much money. The thing about those guys is it doesn't matter what you make them play. They got all the money. That's why they went to LIV. So if you're gonna commit to playing a schedule, and in Reed's case, it's the DP World Tour. It's no harsher, probably less harsh than if you were just playing Korn Ferry.
Mm-hmm.
You got all that LIV money, man. No matter. All right, I'll play the majors. See you next year. They got it. Got the cash, man. The grab has been accomplished.
Cash in the pocket.
Patrick Reed's one of the interesting kind of under the radar guys. The LIV guys are. They're the under the radar. When they first left, they weren't because it was because Matty was big on Cam Smith. Former great player, went to LIV, lives right here, obviously in Ponte Vedra.
Mm-hmm.
I think Patrick Reed's another one, a little bit under the radar. Now, DeChambeau has managed to not be under and Rom. They're not under the radar. But those other guys, look, when those guys all left, Patrick Reed and Cam Smith were every bit as good as Rom.
Mm-hmm.
DeChambeau, they were every bit as good as those guys when they left. They were just as accomplished. They had the majors. I mean, did DeChambeau won his major after he left, didn't he, or no?
Yeah,
it was after.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
He beat Rory just a couple years ago.
Yeah,
sure did.
And that incredible sand shot on the last hole, like that little 50, 60-yarder.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, it was.
Great shot.
Where you land on Bryson DeChambeau?
What do you mean?
Where like him, dislike him? Are you polarized? Do you more like or more dislike him than just your average golfer, like compared to just like Matt Fitzpatrick or Shane Lowry? Just your average daily golfer?
I definitely don't dislike him.
Okay.
I kind of like him.
Okay.
I'm cool with him.
So a little more like than dislike. If you were.
Yes.
And
I had
he's almost unlike Lowry and Fitzpatrick. Because of these, you can't be down the middle with him. You almost lean one way or the other.
Yeah, I would lean towards like.
Yeah.
I had a real disdain for all the LIV guys, as you know, right off the rip. And that part is, it is what it is. You guys did what you had to do. You guys are, I thought it was a real lack of character. I always think people should appreciate what they have, and have
And the people that came before them,
some
and what
sense
they
of
built.
loyalty. And I get a little miffed at like people. Oh heck, if someone offered you blah blah blah.
Not necessarily.
It's different when you're making millions.
Yeah.
It's different.
Right.
It just is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tripling your salary at what we all make is not the same as tripling a
Correct. I'm
$28
sorry.
million salary.
You have more money than you need that you'll ever spend, and it's fine if you're
like him or not.
Let me. You know what, Jeff? I've made enough money that my children and my grandchildren and my great grandchildren are in good shape.
But that's not
Let
enough.
me take it a couple more levels.
That's not enough. Yeah.
I don't know.
At what? Yeah. How much do you need?
Yeah.
Your generational is now multi-generational wealth, and so to that end, I get it. Like him or not,
We're through 4 holes, and JMO is 2 under.
Jose Maria Olazabal. Well, I don't know who's going to win.
He's only got 68 to go, Jeff.
I don't know who's going to win the Masters, but I damn sure know who's not winning the Masters, and that's Jose Maria.
You know who's 1 under? All alone in second place?
Jack Nicklaus.
El Pato.
El Pato. Herrera, the old guys are flaring up. They must send him out
Pato.
early before it gets windy. I want to circle back to Bryson.
You know who's 5 over?
Who?
Ortiz.
Carlos. There's a live
Carlos.
guy. Lost his edge over there on live. I got to get to this Bryson thing, though. I brought it up for a reason to come back. This
What do you
guy, like him or not, he's crazy, dude.
Yeah, what was he doing with that?
Do you see this?
He's putting tape or Band-Aids, or what was he putting on the...
Bro, it's more than that. The mad scientist has completely lost his mind. DeChambeau told ESPN yesterday he's going to play the Masters.
Yes.
Augusta with a 5-iron that he made himself with a 3D printer. This is the highest, biggest event ever. Most golfers, for both the technological advances and the cash that accompanies it, they're TaylorMade or Titleist or, Shrixon or, they're a big name, Callaway. They're big name brands. They make a lot of sponsorship dollars that way, and they typically produce the best technology. Here's DeChambeau wants to play a major with a club he made in the garage. It's not the time to break it out, is it? DeChambeau, who got his nickname the Mad Scientist because of his analytical physics-based approach to golf, said he's been working on building his own clubs for years. Why use at least one or maybe more in the Masters? DeChambeau said because they're finally ready. The USGA would have to approve DeChambeau's clubs before they're used in competition. He said he's been working with new wedges that have almost a bubble on the bottom with more head weight. Now, DeChambeau has run away from the big sponsorships. If I told you that one of the top players in the world, this is what's in his bag, Dan. You know how they do in the bag? If you went in the bag with Scheffler, you'd find, TaylorMade irons and Titleist drivers and, Pro V1s, okay?
A whole peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
All right, here's DeChambeau, okay? His driver brand, you ready? Crank driver for the, for the meth addict in your life. Crank, K-R-A-N-K. He's using the Crank driver in fairway woods. We did a little research earlier. Crank is a brand that's known for long drive.
Okay.
So Crank driver in fairway woods. His irons, Dan? Oh, the world famous, who doesn't have a set of Avoda irons? A-V-O-D-A. Dad, do you think that I'd play and keep up with golf a little bit?
Yeah, never heard of them.
Would it surprise you? Yeah. Now, the wedges I had fun with. Bettinardi wedges are not super well known, but they are, I've heard of them.
Okay.
But Avoda irons and the Crank driver in fairway woods, and now a 5-iron that you made, in yourself out in the woodshed for the Masters?
Yeah, he's a different cat, man.
Break that thing out on live. Do they have rules on live? They do, right? Don't you have to follow USG? I mean, all those same parameters and specs. Liv should just say the heck with it all and give them souped up everything and be the tour where the guys are driving at 450 and shooting 54.
I've got an update.
Holla at me.
Is this another Offset update?
Well, it's Offset's ex.
Cardi.
Leaving the club last night in Washington, D.C. with
Stefan
Diggs. What is going on,
I mean, that's BD.
It's 9 o'clock nasty.
Somebody getting shot for this one or no?
They ain't leaving to go, play cards.
What they leaving to do?
Well, MSL. Cue the music.
The Chicago Bulls job, by all measure, should be one of the best in the league that you could have right now.
100%.
That could apply to the coach or it could apply to the GM, but they've got 2 first-round picks. They've got as much or more salary cap than anyone. They play in the 3rd biggest media market, and they have the legacy of Michael Jordan. It's a great sports town. You got everything going in your direction. And now when they decided to fire the GM and the staff but keep Billy Donovan, it seemed a little bit strange. And now you're learning what they're telling potential GMs, and it's not typical of how you do business. Bulls CEO Michael Reinsdorf. If I interview someone and they're not sold on Billy, they're not sold on a Hall of Fame coach. They're not sold on a person who won championships in college, who's gone deep in the playoffs with Oklahoma City. If Billy wants to be our coach and someone's not interested in that, then they're probably not the right candidate for us.
Oh, dear.
Which I guess would bring into the question the importance and value of a GM and how much difference does it make. But, man, I'd have to really go back and look exactly what Billy Donovan has been dealt personnel-wise in his time in Chicago. But I feel like when he first got there, they had capable teams.
Mm-hmm.
They had DeRozan and Levine together. Those guys that was a good tandem. I mean, they've had some pieces along the way. And they've tried. Like, didn't they go get Vucevic at one point? They have tried to take that next step. They went and got Alonzo Ball, and he hadn't played since.
I will say this.
But it's interesting that Billy's not the problem at all. And if you're going to be the GM here, then he's going to stay if he wants to.
I love Billy Donovan, and he is arguably the greatest coach in University of Florida history. But I will say this. If he leaves Chicago, I already saw him linked to the Magic again. I mean, he is well respected for a guy who hadn't done squat in the NBA, I guess is what I'm saying. And we're now talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the NBA.
Do you over 500?
Yes. 438 and 362, 54%.
That's not
without counting this year.
Was it his first year in Oklahoma City?
Yes.
That they went all the way to the and then they were up 3-1, weren't they?
Yes.
And lost to the
against
Warriors.
Golden State. And that was it. And then he has not been past the first round in the next 9. Now he's been to the playoffs.
That's not
he's missed the playoffs the last 3-4 times.
Yeah, you got to get past the first round. Yeah, no,
he has a lot. He gets a lot.
That's a lot of rope. You can only use the personnel issue for so long.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't know why he. And then to make matters worse, his assistant guy, who was with him since Florida days, goes and wins a championship at Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Why didn't he just wait it out there?
Yeah.
He left for what he thought was a better situation.
So that's how it happened. He left on his own. I thought they kind of, or did they go? Did they push him out?
Let's see.
Because he was also buddies with the GM there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Sam Presti.
Billy Donovan mutually agreed to part ways in September 2020 because they could not agree on a contract extension, and he did not want to lead the team through a major rebuilding phase.
Yeah. Which he wished he had now.
Yeah.
They did tank.
Yeah.
Well, they got bad after he left for a couple, 3 years. But, boy, that best GM in the league, what they put together on that team.
They have 2 first-round picks this year.
Yeah, I know. Don't forget they traded for Shea.
Yeah.
They got him for Paul George.
Yeah.
Winner Oklahoma City.
Oof.
They drafted the Jalen Williams and
Paul
Chet
George has made a
Holmgren.
lot of teams good when he left.
The Sixers are actually playing good. Can they keep it up?
I know.
Can they keep it up? I don't know. My Hawks are suddenly on the skids. They've lost back-to-back for the first time since February 11th.
It's see, people always say this about, here's an article. Let me preface what I'm about to say by reiterating a stance I've had for many years about Billy Donovan. I believe he is the greatest college coach, football or basketball, in the state of Florida's history. Okay. But made a decision that in hindsight might be one of the most ill-timed career moves in recent NBA history. Not his one-day stint with the Magic, 5 seasons with Oklahoma City, seasons that included a Western Conference Finals run and multiple playoff bursts, chose to leave, not of poor performance or friction, because he didn't want to weather the looming rebuild that Sam Presti was about to initiate. Well, then he went to the Bulls with a team with some young talent but no clear identity. But he saw a quicker path to relevance with the Bulls than with OKC, and that was a mistake.
So what year What was his last year?
2020. Signed with the Bulls. I always wonder what he thinks. Like, what does he think? Does he think, oh, God, like.
All right, well, so he left in what year?
2020.
Okay, 2020. So, so he was there for the 19 and 20 season. They went 44 and 30. To his point, the next year, Oklahoma City was 22 and 50.
Okay, then what?
The following year, they were 24 and 58.
Then what?
The following year, they were 40 and 52.
Okay, 40 and 52.
40 and 42.
Okay.
But 22 and 24 and bad, losing 50 and 58 games in back-to-back years.
That hurts.
That is the prospect of what you didn't want to sit through.
Yeah.
But it's also awfully entitled. Most people don't also get to step into a tailor-made team that's already been to a finals, and you've got them. You know, that they still had all of them, right? His first year, they had Harden, Durant, and Westbrook, a team that had gone to the NBA Finals just a couple of years previous. Lost to the Heat. You know, he got those guys.
Yep.
So it's kind of disingenuous to not want to be through the rebuild when you got to walk in on the magic carpet ride to an already built team.
Mm-hmm.
But if they had done everything the same, you know, and who's to know if the 20 and 22 and 50 could have been better or worse with Donovan coaching, just based on, you know, there's got to be some value to a coach. But yeah, he would have won 46 games in 2 years if it followed the same track. But if he trusted his GM, you know, he'd have the best team in basketball. So
We got to take a break. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Jeff Prosser.
I'm angry.
Mike Dempsey.
I'm spitting angry.
And Rick Ballou.
I'm like a tornado of anger, swirling about.
Yeah, we got angry covered.
My heart rate is dangerously high right now.
1010XL.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
So, you finally have some time to yourself. Even if it is just the car ride home, it's you time. And look at you. Do not disturb set before you even got in the car? Impressive. You've earned this moment to just chill and drive. This break is brought to you by Target Zero and the Florida Department of Transportation.
Explore the mind of a quarterback with our QB guru.
We want to take you into the lab so you can learn more about the science of quarterbacking.
Denny Thompson is the Quarterback Whisperer, driven by George Moore Chevrolet. Friday mornings on The Drill on 1010XL.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
This is Frank Frangie for the farm at Okefenokee. Can you imagine owning a handcrafted cabin tucked into a 1,000-acre regenerative farm? Imagine enjoying fresh produce from the garden, fruit from the orchard, meats from the smokehouse. Every meal is a true farm-to-table experience all year long. Belong to a place where your family can choose nature over screens, spending their days feeding animals, picking berries, and fishing in the farm's pond. Learn more at okefarm.com. That's okefarm.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Track,
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, the Checkmate Chessman.
At most companies, people start on the ground floor and work their way up to the corner office. At Checkmate, I started on the ground floor, and almost 20 years in, that's still where I am, making ground floors look awesome, one garage at a time.
Well, I started as a pawn and worked my way up to king.
No, you didn't. Some guy drew you as a king. I asked them to give you a roller, so at least you look like one of the guys.
Yes, I rather would have preferred a sword.
At Checkmate, I work personally with our teams to perfect the preparation and application techniques that make Checkmate floors beautiful and durable.
And I keep things classy with my adorable accent.
Beautiful floors?
Check. Guaranteed to last?
Check. The finishing touch your home deserves? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com.
Don't wait around like you're the last pick of the draft. When your car needs an oil change, go where you're a first-round priority. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. No appointment needed. Just drive in, stay in your car, and in 15 minutes, you're back on the road. That's a first-round performance. With convenient Jacksonville locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and named #1 Quick Lube for customer service by Forbes, Valvoline delivers every time. Visit the newest Valvoline Instant Oil Change at Beach Boulevard and St. John's Bluff.
Hicken here. Beat the spring cleaning rush and call Zero Res this month. Get 20% off hard floor cleaning and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com.
Zero Res.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Oh. Wake up. Okay.
Cardi put this on last night.
Rabel put it on.
Verbal. We got an update on that one. I was thinking today.
She has gotten just annihilated on social media for
they've been putting out clips of what she's been saying.
Oh,
like,
man.
She's been publicly.
Read between the lines with this
really?
one.
Oh my God!
Oh, see, I missed all that. Give it to me. Give it. Dish
not
me.
pretty.
What do you mean?
She's been publicly putting down her husband and the marriage, like publicly,
all the time, everywhere you
she's
turn.
like, I didn't marry a good-looking man. I married an average man.
Yeah.
If I married a good-looking man, I'd obviously overpost too. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful.
There's a lot more of those.
What a tramp.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, tramp or treasure. There is no denying.
No, she's
like, and in the past is the past, and it's documented. Yeah.
Your
There's
SEC
receipts.
your SEC Media Day lineups are set.
Oh, it's exciting.
Yeah. July 20th, you'll get Will Stein, Eli Drinkwitz, Brett Venables, and Josh Heupel. The 21st, you'll get Alex Golish, Kirby Smart, Shane Beamer, Clark Lee. Then you'll get on the 22nd, DeBoer, Summerall, Golding, and Elko. The last day you'll get Silverfield, Kiffin, Levy, and Sarkeesian. So the Gators got a top 10 commitment from Pennsylvania. Maxwell Hiller, number 7 in the SC Next 300, has committed to Florida. He's an offensive lineman. Highest offensive lineman they've gotten since one Martez Ivy. We had 2 coaches who could not get a 5-star offensive lineman. That is a great get for Florida and something that they've been chasing for quite some time.
It looks like if they could have like that trigger, like excel in one area jump start, they're really in good. Their offensive line coach, Phil Troutwine, a former Gator, is very well respected and connected with a lot of prospects out there. So in addition to Hiller, there's 2 or 3 other top 10, top 15 offensive linemen that have Florida as a finalist and are seriously considering. And so if you, maybe the overall recruiting class, they don't get everyone they want, but if you say land 3 top 15 linemen, that there's a narrative that goes along with that. So they only have 4 commitments, and just with the 4 on 3 has them at number 10 overall, and their average rating per commitment, they will be number 3 overall behind Texas A&M and Texas Tech. So a lot more work to be done, obviously. And again, I have a feeling that if we looked at the recruiting rankings of the last 5 years, we're not going to find Indiana anywhere near the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it's changed, I mean, you obviously have to continually fill the bucket with young prospects and high school recruits.
Most people feel like Florida's going to get this 4-star quarterback today, Davin Davidson. He's getting crystal ball to Florida as well. It's not, again, no big deal, but it's just
it's amazing how that you want to talk about a competitive position, man. College football quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, there's Tramel Jones, the Gatorade Player of the Year.
Yeah.
He goes down to games where they already had DJ Lagway, who's the National Player of the Year. And then they bring in a guy who got experience with the coach. Will Griffin, I saw one column, we talked about this offseason, the most pro-ready college freshman quarterback was Will Griffin, who they, was set records in Florida, had a great high school career. They think big of him, big, strong kid. And then right on the heels of him, you go get this, another one who would be a top 10, top 15 prospect. I mean, it is hard, if you're, and again, you won't keep all four for longer than a minute. Give it a year, and then they'll go off to Mississippi State or FAU or wherever.
Yeah. I think almost in basketball, I wonder if you're wasting your time recruiting high school kids. I really do. I really wonder if you're wasting your time. You're going to come here for a year, then you're going to, I can go get a junior maybe and keep a guy who's redshirted, a guy who, and if you're a high school kid, why not go, if you're on the fence, go prove yourself at Wofford, or you can play and then get banked the next year and develop. And get used to the college. I don't know.
The fear of potentially getting hurt, maybe.
I think it's gonna start with putting a definitive start and end date on careers. You're not staying 6 years, 7 years, not getting all this extra. And then the next, you're gonna, we always say you can't unring the bell. Well, you can. You can. It's not easy. We need to go back and establish some sort of standard.
Yeah.
On the roster and the salary cap, and if that's not enough, then college and the money you can make here is not for you. But the problem with that is you're always going to have the argument, okay, then what's going on with these billions of dollars that you're making off of said product? Lost in all this is it has now been completely forgotten. It was like the last thing that you held on in arguing for the amateurism of college sports was the value of a college education. And nobody seems to care at all about that. That's like a throwaway. There ain't nobody going to – I shouldn't say nobody. There are a lot, mostly the ones that ain't playing, the ones that know they're not necessarily – surefire NFL guys. Yeah, I've just been sent this on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. This is Diana Rossini was on one of the talk shows. It looks like it's Zolak and Bertrand. That's a New England. This is probably out at the Super Bowl, and she said this live on their little interview. And you can see her there all hooered up doing it. I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband. I had that much fun. Who says that?
Who says that?
I mean, there's just all kinds of things like that.
What kind of tag your watch are you, man?
That's not pretty.
Spinal. So get you one, bro.
Yeah. So now, by the way, but there were other people at that adults-only retreat there. There were others there. I did see this. Let me tell you who you don't want to be waking up every morning right now. Mike Vrabel.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. Back to the nightmare.
Focus. He can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, and rightly so. And peppered all day, every day. This is the drill in Tintin XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. There are 4 seasons: winter, spring, summer, and Jags football.
To the 5, into the end zone, touchdown!
Jaguar football lives here. 1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Hey, I've got that craving again. How about some Mr. Chubby's wings?
Have you had the Chubby style wings? Grilled to perfection with Chubby's secret seasoning.
You know I have. They are so delicious. I swear you can't find anywhere in town with better wings and better prices on drinks.
So many different specials each night, too. Well, I'm ready to chub it up again.
Me too.
See all their specials at MrChubby'sWings.com. Locations on Fleming Island, the West Side, and Ponte Vedra Beach. Mr. Chubby's Wings, before the game, after the game, and during the game.
Everybody, Mike Dempsey here for big #1 Duval Ford. It's truck time in Jacksonville, and all month long you can drive home a brand new 2025 F-150 with no money down, no payments for 90 days, and 0% interest for 60 months. That's right, a new F-150 with 0 down and 0% for 60 months. See all the deals now at DuvalFord.com, or just stop by big #1 Duval Ford, 1616 Cassett Avenue today. It's truck time at big #1 Duval Ford.
My Gate Rewards members, this deal is just for you. Right now, grab any 2 12-ounce Red Bulls and get 2 of your favorite roller grill items for just $1. When you need a boost, Gate's got you. See store for details.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Make Capital Glass and Shower Doors your premier choice for top quality glass solutions. With over 40 years of expertise, their team specializes in commercial and residential projects. From elegant shower doors to modern frameless enclosures, they've got you covered. But that's not all. They also offer glass railing systems, glass wine cabinets, and much more. For unmatched quality and service, choose Capital Glass and Shower Doors. Your vision, their expertise. Visit online at capcoglass.com.
The Purple Heart isn't just a name. It represents service, discipline, and earning trust. At Purple Heart Pools, that standard shows up most in pool renovations. If your pool is outdated or worn down, now's the time to upgrade. So when summer arrives, your pool is ready. From new finishes and tile to decking, lighting, and full transformations, every upgrade is handled with precision and attention to detail. Purple Heart Pools. Pool renovations done right.
All right, we are running out of days to take advantage of the passionate patron collection here that LFG has dropped. In fact, I'm wearing one here today, a beautiful azalea on front. You get the theme, and LFG is great at giving you a fashionable fit. I mean, it's great to look good. It's you look good, play good. We always say that, but it's also great when it fits just right, you know? I mean, you can get some pretty high brand, good quality stuff, but that fit's just not right, or the material just doesn't feel right. You don't get that with LFG. Go on to liveforevergolf.com right now and take a little tour of everything they have available. Always pay attention for their special drops and whatnot. Maddie was telling me yesterday, Matt Every, who's at the top of the chain there at Live Forever Golf, that they've recently gotten approved licensing with the University of Florida. So look for some Gator gear to come out under the Live Forever Golf umbrella as well. Live Forever Golf and liveforevergolf.com. Go play as good as you look.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Looking for an exciting, fun-filled evening the whole group can enjoy? Welcome to indoor football. Welcome to the Jacksonville Sharks. Discover the thrill of the indoor league. Fast-paced, action-packed, and it's family fun. Be there when your Sharks take on the Orlando Pirates Friday, April 17th at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena. Kickoff, 7 o'clock. Halftime performance by the world-famous Disconnected Canines. Ask about our family 4-packs. 4 tickets and $50 in food vouchers, all for only $100. There's no better value. Get your tickets now at jacksharks.com or call 904-621-0700. It's Country Night presented by Roland Reese Plumbing. Dust off your boots, throw on your camo, get ready for a night full of football fun and great music. Join us on the field after the game for our free autograph session, sponsored by Flight Adventure Park. Tickets start at $15. Call 904-621-0700. That's 621-0700. Sharks football, where memories are made.
Go Sharks!
Fins up.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
My man, Jose Marie, we're through 5 holes. We're still 2 under.
Yeah, that won't last, but it'll be fun. It's always fun to follow the old timers when they catch magic for a couple of hours.
Our guy Ortiz, man, 7 over through 6.
Carlos Ortiz of the Live.
He's got 2 doubles.
It's not a good
He
heart.
doubled 2, and he doubled. I parred 2. I don't know what the hell's wrong with him.
It's a
he doubled. He doubled 5.
How do you double 2? You're a pro
I don't
golfer.
know.
Just right down the hill for you there. Just get it around the green and 2 and get up and down for. 4 or 5.
Got speed slots on too, you know.
Yeah, I do. Hit a speed slot there.
You get a speed slot, you're in good shape.
Get it going down. My nugget I'll also take to Augusta, and this dude Bryson DeChambeau is just a nut job. I get like testing equipment. Typically, you don't want to put any new equipment in play the week of the Masters, but not just that. My man is just making clubs out in the garage off a 3D printer. He's made a 5-iron.
Yeah.
He's trying to get approved by the USGA, and he'll play today's opening round at Augusta with a 3D 5-iron. What are we doing? This 3D printing technology, that's another. Play the old man sounder. That's another one I don't understand at all. People building guns off of 3D printers and whatnot. What are we doing? Why not combine the AI with the 3D printer and watch how fast they take over the world? No one's catching what I'm throwing down here?
I see what you're throwing down.
Okay. Was checking.
Oh man,
I don't love it. I hate experiencing it, but I love it from the outside looking in at the topic, the incredible bipolar roller coaster of emotion and passion that you ride in a 162 game baseball season.
Oh God!
And how you can in 3 days going from loving and throwing bouquets to hating and wanting to shoot to the moon to back to accepting to and it
is a roller coaster.
It just takes a couple of days, right? So my Braves, they start 6-2, then they including winning the first 2 at Arizona, and then they lose 2 there, then they go to the Angels. I see what we're doing here. We lost 3 in a row. We're 6-5. This sucks. Well, they respond. They scored 15 runs the last 2 days and beat up on the Angels and win a couple in a row. And now what do? If you're me and you're rallying, you're rebounding, and now you're sunny, glass half full, now it's this. Oh, we haven't lost a series this year. Haven't won all 4 of them, but we split 1 and then won 3 of them, 2-1, so I'll take that. The Braves come home and play Cleveland. What do you got next?
Well, we have one more with Arizona today, and then
you can pull into a tie for first with Atlanta if you win that one.
Yeah, it's a big game.
Tie for first.
Most important game of the year.
Your Marlins are back to being the stinkfish that we know and love. No, they're 7-5.
Pete Peterson's struggling. He's had 2 bad outings in a row. He really knocked us out of the game. Like in the second inning, it was 5-0. It kind of ruined my afternoon.
Oh yeah, I was watching that the other day.
So, but we got Nolan McLean going tonight against Eduardo Rodriguez.
Oh, that's a rematch of the WBC final.
Been very cold.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Didn't McLean start the?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Rodriguez did for Venezuela.
Okay. Well, very cold in New York though right now, and
Shazam.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I see them all bundled up. I saw the guy. Now the A's are playing the Yankees, but also in New York. Who's the guy from Clay County that 10 played with his daddy? Played basketball with his daddy. I say Butler.
Butler.
Is it Lawrence Butler?
Mm-hmm.
He had the whole outfit
I don't
on.
like when my baseball players come up with the hoodie that covers like their nose. You only have their eyes. I don't like that.
It's like 10 degrees or something.
Like the hanging out hoodie underneath it. Your I don't like that.
You don't like that.
But I also don't understand the scheduling. Like the A's they did that. They go to the Yankees and the Mets. That makes sense.
It does.
The Mets have been out to the coast to play the Giants.
And that's it.
Now they're going out Monday to play the Dodgers. Then they're going out in 2 weeks after that to play the Angels.
Yeah, that
makes no sense.
Yeah, well, we just played now we did get to go Arizona to Angels.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer just to finish it off and do the Dodgers one. I guess with us, typically we got to go Dodgers, Padres. It's like they always follow each other. It feels like. But I'm going to check that right now and see if that happens a little bit later. But we took a trip west, and at least we got 2 franchises clicked off. The Angels and you don't play the American League home and home though, right? We have a common opponent that I think for us it's the Red Sox, so that'll be 2-2 probably. And then you have a 3-game series against another team, against the team from the AL, but it bounces back and forth year to year on who's the home team. I'm just going to check real quick. We combo. Ooh, this will be brutal. First week of May, right after the game that I'm going to at the end of the month against Detroit. Brutal from a travel. Colorado's not a good team. They're at Colorado for 3, then at Seattle for 3, and then at the Dodgers. At Seattle 3, at Dodgers 3. That's a tough stretch.
Jack Nicklaus said today, I hope to be able to be the honorary starter as long as I cannot kill anybody.
Did he almost kill someone today?
He hooked it left today. Yeah.
86, I would expect him to still be able to kind of bunt it down the middle.
He doesn't look great.
And the last time
Jack's aged a little bit.
The last I saw him, he didn't look great.
Yeah, 86. 86 is up there
That's
now.
way past up there, way beyond your average lifespan of the American male.
God bless him.
Yeah,
God bless the bear.
Look, at the end of the day, the average is the average. Once you get over the typical American life expectancy for a male, once you get over that, you're on house money, man.
Yeah.
You're beating the odds. And I'm going to do everyone a favor, and I'm not going to tell you what that number is. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Summer's almost here, and TCA Conqueror Camp is ready for your kids. This summer, campers entering kindergarten through 5th grade will explore faith, build character, and have an incredible time in their beautiful 150-acre campus. 8-week sessions run June 1st through July 24th, and you don't have to be a TCA student to join in. Sign up for 1 week or the whole summer at tcajax.org/camp. tcajax.org/camp.
Hey, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know, George Moore Chevrolet. Embed it in your mind. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. We're talking Silverado after Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And man, I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they earn every mile, every job, every weekend. Power, oh yeah. Dependability, you betcha. Style, you see my boy Blue. Listen, if it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet you need. Stop by Atlantic Boulevard today. Go visit the showroom. Say hi to everybody. Shout out to Gabe and Service, man. And see why truck people keep on coming back for more at George Moore Chevrolet. Together. That's right.
Quick question. Is your plumbing company run by plumbers or by people who've never held a wrench? At Holland Sons Plumbing, the owners are plumbers themselves. We're family-owned, veteran-operated, and built by people who understand the work. No corporate nonsense, no boardrooms, no suits. Right now, we're hiring service plumbers and residential new construction plumbers here in Jacksonville. If you want steady work, a team that's got your back, and owners who know the job because they've done it, give Holland Sons a look. Holland Sons Plumbing. Local, family, real.
Homeowners, ready to open your home to spring and shut out high energy bills? It's the 1-month only sale with Renewal by Anderson. Right now, buy one, get one 40% off windows and doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires April 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
For the greenest, luscious lawn on the block, choose the local legends, Roundtree Sod. Don't just settle for ordinary. Let Roundtree Sod deliver you a picture-perfect lawn. To get a free estimate, call 7414-SOD. 7414-SOD.
Hi, I'm Amber Frangie. By now, you've heard the story. How I heard about how much weight some of my dad's friends at the radio station lost with Awaken 180, so I wanted to try it myself. Well, the truth is, it's really incredible. I just met with my Awaken 180 coach, and I've now lost more than 150 pounds. That is a real number, not an exaggeration. Some of you may think, wow, if she lost that much, how much had she gained? Well, that's a story for another day. But what I can tell you is Awaken 180 has changed my life, and maybe saved my life. I thought I might have been at a point of no return, but with Awaken 180, you never are. There's no medications, no fad diets, just a coach you meet with weekly who you can trust, a meal plan that makes sense, and that you'll enjoy. It's honestly a miracle. If you want to lose weight, even if you have a lot of weight to lose like me, Awaken 180 truly is the way to go. If that's where you are, try Awaken 180 today.
I'm Frank Frangie, but take it from my kid. If you want to lose weight the right way, call 1-844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
What's happening, folks? ET here, and let me tell you a little something that's happening on my side of town in Fleming Island. Encore Research Group is advancing the future of medicine through clinical research studies focused on weight loss, diabetes, hypertension, and some. Their team of multi-specialty doctors proudly serve folks in Fleming Island, Green Cove, and Middleburg. If you've ever wondered whether a research study might be right for you, find out at encoredocs.com to see if you qualify. Encore Research Group. The future of medicine starts here.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
What you gonna do?
Do you want to get down?
You want to get down?
Diana, that wasn't meant for you. Hey,
the answer with Diana is always yes.
Yes.
Oh, these details that you guys have exposed me to with this dirty little pirate hooker is, yeah.
Do you know what you know about Masters merchandise and going to the store and buy, and people will go in there and they
buy it up.
They make $70 million this week in merch sales.
That's
amazing. $70 million. That's the estimate.
Yeah, they buy.
You know what I love
But
about
they have
that?
you know what the most coveted thing is in the Masters gift shop? You do?
Yes.
What is it?
The gnome.
The gnome.
What's a gnome? What's a gnome?
Like a garden gnome.
What
The
is
gnome.
It, what does it have on? How is it decorated?
And
You got Masters gear on.
They change the gnome every year.
Every year, right?
Oh, so you
They
get a
change the
different
gnome
one?
up.
What a racket! That's a good
They're
racket.
saying that this year might be the last
Well,
year.
they asked the chairman at the press conference.
Okay, really?
If
They
this
asked
is
about
the
the
last
gnome?
year of the gnome.
First I heard of it.
You've never heard of the gnome?
I've never heard of it.
It is a coveted.
Yes.
Like when I went, everybody said, "Get me a." Well, they didn't have gnomes in the shop that we were in.
Well, there
but
is.
that's what they all want.
there-
the
there's-
gnomes.
there's
There's
also-
only like 2,500 a year that they. I think they're 1,500 a pop.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and they're only like. So,
I didn't know they
People
were
are
that
crazy, man.
expensive.
oh yeah.
There's also this little difference in Augusta. Like if you go to Augusta like just during the year and you go into the pro shop to buy gear, you can't always find Masters gear. You get like Augusta National Golf Club gear. Like the big wide variety of Masters gear that you have is Masters Week.
Right.
It's not as easy to go up there and get any color hat with any, Masters Week you do. And something I really appreciate about Augusta and the fact that you told me they make $70 million on that.
Yeah.
They seem to at least understand they're getting rich off of it and they don't have to charge $41 for a beer. They don't have to charge
That's correct.
$17 for. They'll still sell you a sandwich for $2.
Yes.
And it's you know what? It's refreshing. Because I will say this, in today's day and age of the NFL and as much money as they make from the TV networks and as much money as fans to pay to get into the game, would it kill you to sell $3 Cokes?
Right.
Would it kill you to give away $1 water?
Right.
Do you really need that extra $22,000
No, that's
for
fair.
charging everyone $24 for a beer?
Right.
And it feels like Augusta knowing that they're just raking you over the coals with the merchandise. That's a lot of profit margin on that $70 million. They give you a break somewhere else.
Like the year that in 2020 when the Masters was held in November, they made him a Christmas gnome.
Yeah.
Or they've had him in a caddy outfit one year. So the gnome is always different. And then there's this actual dude from Augusta who looks like the gnome, and he's like the Masters gnome. He he takes pictures. Everybody wants to find that guy.
Huh.
And
I've never heard of the gnomes.
You never
First I
heard of the
it.
gnome? Yeah, the gnome
What did
is
the commissioner say when they asked him about it?
He said, I can't, I have no idea. I can't help you. I don't know
You don't
what
know
they're
nothing about
doing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's really fat, but the gnome is like the number
the
one
thing.
coveted.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the gnome, man.
It's like they're running to the pro shop to get the gnome.
Yes, hey, can you do me one favor? Can you get me a gnome?
Yeah,
and look, I'm sure you can buy them on. I'm sure,
but they doubling the price.
$1,500?
Oh, yeah.
Go on eBay, it'd be $45. Who pays $1,500 for a garden gnome?
Right.
What are we doing?
Here it is.
We've
So-
lost all value of money in this world.
And then
This is the box that it comes in, which is awesome. Limited edition. You open it up, you got this it's beautiful. I mean,
it's nice gnome.
Those are the gnomes. They're
But
your
if
little
this
gnomes.
is the last year that they do
You
the
get them
gnome,
all?
It's
No,
going
I
to
don't
be
think you get 'em all.
expensive.
They're only available at Berkman's Place. Each set has a serial number, and they've made only 2,500 sets available. So, Yeah. So anyway,
what are we doing on the hitting this update? Do we have to do it right this second? Okay, cool. We got some faulty intel there.
All right.
Tony, what's
Play us
coming
outta
up on Jaguars today?
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Told 54. I was told 54. We had to throw a break. That's what I was told.
Morning, Tone.
Morning, boys.
What do you got cooking today?
We got Mike DeRocco joining us in studio for the program this morning. Our question of the day asking, given the limitations of when the Jaguars will be picking the quality of players expected to be available, what do you think is the main goal for the Jags going into the NFL draft?
Very good. Very good.
You know, I thought about this. We got a math problem here. It's been a season where we haven't had a lot of defections. I only lost 2 real integral parts from free agency. We don't need 11 draft picks. I mean, at some point, you got to deal them for next year or what. I mean, why waste? There's not a year where you need an influx of 11 draft
and there
picks.
was a story yesterday that a bunch of teams are going to be, they think the first round is going to be real busy with trades, given where some of the depth is at some of these positions. And they think there are going to be a ton of teams that just want to get out of the last maybe 2 or 3 rounds of this draft because it's not a deep draft.
Well,
so what exactly is that going to look like? But it makes sense from a perspective of maybe that means they move off one of those 3rd-round picks at some point to move into next year's draft.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, with one of those, because that's where someone will be trying to get back into it before it does really fall off.
You know, your guest today, Mike DeRocco.
Yeah.
He's a national guy. I wonder what lengths he's gone to get the story.
D-Rock?
Yeah.
I hope not the links that his former coworker
Colleague.
goes to. Yeah. I hope he doesn't go to Rossini links.
You guys and your 9 o'clock nasty. Unbelievable.
We got 4 more minutes. We got to get out of here. Have a great show, Tony.
Yeah.
Our work is done, Jeffrey.
It is. We'll bid adieu. Enjoy the Masters today. We'll wrap up round 1 and then take a look, and you'll get updates here on 1010XL all day. So long.
Time to swerve.